Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Like with the road trippers we see here in their natural habitat, the breakfast area at a Comfort Inn. Here's a dad teaching his son how to make waffles, fluffy golden waffles. There's a mom making sure her daughter eats some fruit to avoid the "I'm hungry" from the back seat. And a sibling standoff over the last muffin. This is the cycle of vacation maximizationing in all its glory. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Hey, just Cory here. A little bit of a warning for this episode. At the start, Stacey talks a little bit about what is essentially grooming, or may not have been as well. We never know. But if you are in a situation where somebody out there is talking to you in a way they shouldn't be, if someone's treating you like you're older than you are, don't give them information. Tell someone else. Be honest with the people who love you, and they will help you. And my final bit of information there is, never trust somebody who wants to take you away from the people who care about you. Episode 29. Love. Did you expect sweet words to make love clear? A phrase said deep to softened ear. A sound or rhythm, a pattern purred, to simplify this oft-sung word. How little you ask of so much a thing. A wink and a smile, a bright golden ring. Yet there is no word, there is no phrase, to guide you through love's twisting maze, to long and hope for one more gaze, to wish repeated some perfect day, to hear kind tongue deliver praise as hands caress with sun's warm rays, while bodies burst with hearts ablaze, and then renewed as children play, as days rush by without delay, to hold head high despite malaise, and fill the holes of mind's decay, and whisper faint when little time remains, to mourn what's lost when left with clay. Look aside the tossed bouquets, ignore the call that love obeys, for love's not blind, nor does it betray, nor is it found in what others say. Avoid such thin and lean cliches. To know great love, to know it well, love yourself, cast your own spell, then share that love, share it far and wide. Love not from beyond, but from deep inside. Welcome back to another episode of Girls Who Don't D&D.
There's a song and a poem, and then we play games. It's great.
I'm not doing... No, I've done the poem.
No, you didn't.
So read the fucking poem.
You're not getting the fucking poem.
Hang on, what? Did I zone out?
No, I'm just not... Everyone, the audience has heard this poem, but I decided that the poem was kind of... It was a bit spoilerish. I was like, that's... In my head, I have decided where I think things are going to go, but I didn't want to influence you. You could take this anywhere.
I don't understand the poems ever anyway. I just like
It's just the pretty words and the rhythm.
it's the rhythm for me.
Yeah.
Look, and even the name of the episode, I didn't want you to know.
What is it?
I'm not telling you. That would make no sense if I said I don't want you to know it, but here it is.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome back.
Family, friendship.
I'm just going to nod for all of them.
Divorce.
Episode 29. The divorce episode.
Tea. Because aren't we in the tower? I'm going to spill some tea.
Maybe.
Yes.
We'll find out.
Okay.
But this has been a crazy couple episodes in a row, and I think we're getting awfully close. I said last time it was the end of Chapter 2. I think this could be the end of Chapter 2.
But it also could be like the time we were in the tower and you're like, get out of the fucking tower.
That took
and
a
we're
long
like,
time.
no, we love the tower.
Yeah, so it's a
And we're
struggle.
in another tower.
The struggle is real. But joining me are the ladies who make my plans so difficult to keep, and here they are.
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin.
I didn't know you were going to say Alana playing Morrigan.
Wait, what?
What did you think was going to
My
happen?
brain heard you say Stacey playing Kaa'Riin. I was like, no, that's wrong.
Oh,
And I was waiting.
I'm really immersed in this game now. I don't know who I am. You know who I am.
Ladies, let's shout out some people.
I've got some people.
I'll start. No.
You do always let's shout out, but me first.
I know. It's like when we introduce ourselves. And as usual, I didn't introduce myself. So,
That's Cory.
That's Cory over there.
Here I am.
He runs the show. Or at least he thinks he likes to run the show.
Do I? Indy, you're away.
Well, recently we put up I'm going to stuff this up again, but we put up a video of ourselves or introducing ourselves to Patreon.
We did.
Is that right? I said
Well,
right?
everyone except me.
On Patreon for our patrons.
Yes.
Fuck, that's a...
You got it right. You got it right. You're okay.
Fine.
And yet.
Anyway, that one.
Yeah, the girls have all done videos on Patreon now, and I haven't. Because my internet suddenly went really, really slow. So if you want to watch me move at about 4 frames per second, I should post that. It's fantastic. What did I look like in 1999 internet land? So who have you got for us? And it's just me sitting there making the noise.
Oh, that noise sucked.
and yelling out, get off the phone. I'm using the internet.
When I was in year 7, I got an online boyfriend.
This story is awesome already.
His name was Isaac.
Was it?
Looking back, I actually think that may have been like a 30-year-old man. Doesn't matter, not the point.
So many alarm bells.
There were many alarm bells. And it was back in the day when you went into those chat rooms and you like ASL. You two might be too young for that.
No, age, sex, location.
Thank you. You might be too young for that.
I might be too naive. I had no idea what that's what it meant.
Me either.
I've been sending people all the time. No.
Age, sex, location, question mark. You met in these chat rooms and you
Damn.
split off into another one. Anyway, at the point, dial-up was actually very expensive. It's not like now where we demand all our internet music contact for free. For the nice low price of $70 a month, we get all of that. Anyway, one day, my mum and dad are fighting in the kitchen over a $1,200 phone bill.
No.
Because I have been going online to chat to, I'm going to assume, a groomer.
The story is not as nice as I'd hoped.
Oh my God.
It's a great story.
Maybe you were talking to the FBI.
And I had to tell my mum what I had done.
Oh, no.
And not for a second was she worried about me talking to people on the internet. She was just more worried about the phone bill.
Oh.
And
Well, it's a
looking
lot of
back,
money.
I'm like, guys, well, it was...
And the grooming.
And the grooming.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the story. I'm going to go one step further, though, and tell you that I did give this person my address.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Holy.
This is why you're not in charge of our social media.
And he used to send me, like, letters and stuff. I know. You're all looking at me wide-eyed.
I know. I'm expecting you to be
Year
in a
7,
ditch.
you were what, like 12? 13?
I was like, I was 12, 11.
Actually, Stacey repeated year 7 a lot. She was actually 18.
I was-
She was fine.
Wow, that's quite intense.
But
That's scary big.
I know. I'm going to get a shout out in 1 second, but what you need to remember, guys, is that it was like the early 2000s. The internet was new and there was no one educating us on that
No,
matter.
you're not right.
And so, like, I was just in chat rooms assuming if you said you were someone, that is who you were. Not for a second did I go, I don't think you are another 12-year-old boy named Isaac.
Yeah.
Like,
And in fairness, it probably was just another. There's at least, it's 50-50.
sorry, I left out another part of that story, which
Oh,
is I
no.
also gave him my phone number and he would call me on the
Did he have a deep voice?
Yes.
Oh, Stacey.
And it wasn't until literally like last week that I thought back to that and went, hold on a fucking minute.
Hello, is this Stacey? It's Isaac. I'm 12.
Very adult voice now that I go
I
back.
am
I'm
12.
like, I just thought he had a rough voice and now I'm looking back. Anyway.
The horrors of the internet.
Oh, wow.
I wish this was like a filmed episode because everyone's just and I'm like, no, that's not funny.
We're trying really hard to make this into something smiley. Just is it pleasant? It's not,
The
is it?
story really unraveled and got worse.
Oh, wow. Well, anyway, my shout-out's to Isaac.
Thank you for not murdering Stacey.
I know, we're keeping
Thanks for killing me.
terrifying.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, Indy, shout out. Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Oh,
on.
that's right. Well,
Who stalked you?
no one, I don't think.
Oh, let's keep it that way.
All right. So, Patreon, members. Oh, video. Okay. So we had some great comments. Sorry, I also have planned to go back and I have read all your comments, but I also want to reply to all
You didn't know
your
you were
comments.
allowed to.
Yes. So when I logged on and I was like,
She doesn't know technology.
I know, it made it seem like I said she wasn't allowed to. Bam!
no.
That's me punching my own hand.
I just didn't know if I replied, who it would come from, and I was like,
She's
do I
the
need
youngest
to-
member and she's not very tech savvy.
I'm not tech savvy. I'm hopeless.
God, how much worse can you get than Stacey?
You were the first one to reply to people, I think.
It also did take me 8 attempts to set up my new iPhone.
Oh, did you get a new iPhone?
It took me 8 attempts to set it up because my other phone was so old that it was like, I'm not talking to that phone. So it wouldn't take it. It was like, no, I
There was
want
a
nothing.
generation gap.
I want nothing. Like, you're giving me the ick. No,
Yep.
you're an iPhone 8. I want nothing to do with you.
How is your new phone? Do you love it?
It's so nice not like scrolling without like the possibility of slicing my fingers open.
And let's step it back from new phone as well. It's a secondhand nice phone. We went shopping together.
3 lenses. It's got 3 lenses. I'm very excited about it.
I just stuck an extra lens on when she wasn't looking. But we went shopping, which is our first time shopping together, and we were halfway through that thinking we should have filmed the shopping trip because as old as I am, as old as I am, this one over here is trying very hard to make me look like
I'm
a
like-
father figure. Let's put it that way.
I'm going, Dad, I want this one. Dad. No, I want the iPhone 13, Dad. That one's ugly.
That is so funny.
We were funny, but the person working there didn't think as much of us.
Right, sorry, you shout out.
Is there anyone you'd like to shout out?
Shouting out Molly Anderson, who made a great suggestion of making a run club. I think that's really cool.
Oh, that's a great suggestion.
Yeah, I've been following like a local run club around here, and I was like, oh, that's like a really cool idea, like community based. So I was like, maybe we could do something like that, or I could do some videos. I don't really know. We'll see how it goes. But great idea,
You
thank
better
you.
do a video because I've already made the graphic for it. And it says sneaker attack.
That's freaking hilarious.
yes.
I didn't even come up with that.
Yes.
That is also someone
That's
else.
honest gold.
That was
Brilliant.
Molly.
That was the Molly one.
That was Molly, yeah.
Well,
So thank you for that great idea.
And I've got Heather Johnson, who so lovingly wrote on my paint and sip, which later on I realised I want to call it druids and fluids.
That's
If you
right.
like drinking, that's the fluid. If you like, if you like painting animals, that's the druid. I thought I was very clever.
I'm glad we clarified that.
what sort of show do we have that we have to clarify what fluid is being used?
Because I was just so proud of the name that I was just like, let's unpack it though. Heather Johnson, who commented that they were expecting me to paint a snake with tits. I will, just for you, Heather. But this was even better. Yes, of course it was, because magpies are national treasures.
National. Magnificent creatures.
And if you want to hear
can
more
trust.
about them, head on over to Patreon.
If you want to hear more, well, what I plan to do is keep painting animals and then make them all into a fact book about animals. A picture book.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Just
fun.
for you guys, I'll make it into a pretty PDF thing.
Wombats, please, wombats, please, wombats, please.
Oh, I'll paint a wombat all fucking day. I love wombats. And a fun fact about wombat, just a teaser, for those of you who are not Australian, or maybe for those who are, I don't know. Oh, wow, I've really taken over this shout-out situation. They square cubes, like dice, like normal dice.
They square
poop
cubes.
squares.
You mean poop squares?
They poop squares. What
They
did I
don't
say?
Square-
well, you just made it look like
Square
they
cubes.
Square poos.
They do maths together.
They just shave them down. They poop cubes.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
There you go.
They
Well,
also
so-
run 40 kilometres an hour, which that
Don't
baffles
give
me.
away facts for free. That's
No,
enough.
that's a free
Enough
fact.
free facts. Cut it. Corey, cut it.
I was also really worried, like, we don't all do cube poo. Is that awkward?
Thank you, Heather. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone, for watching our videos, actually.
Yeah, it was very nice. Anyone else? I'm only looking at you, Alana. You're the last one.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean anyone else? Am I not
I'm just
automatically?
waiting. I'm waiting.
I also shouting out from the video that I posted on Patreon. It's a little bit of a theme this time. Emily Emerson, great name.
Yes. Good old
And-
MM.
Right. And Sarah DeVoe, specifically these two who commented on my video because they both complimented my hair. The video wasn't about hair, but
Fair
they
enough.
both complimented my hair.
You do have fantastic
You do.
hair.
Thank you.
You
Very
always
nice.
have.
I'm going to shout out a few people because there were questions on there.
On where?
Oh, it's on Spotify.
Yeah, and usually it's just, hey, what do you think of this episode? But one of them actually asked if people thought we should have more songs. And somehow, not one person said no. out of all the replies for that. So I say on that one, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. But who said there should be more singing? Sapphire, Beverly, Jacinda, Marvin, Sarah Grace, Mayra, Faith, Callum, Finchy, Brinkus, Gronkvist, Zoe, and of course Super Mega Guy 35. And there were many more as well that came on after I did this.
Such a wasted opportunity, Corey. You know that song where they list all the countries and there's like a tune? I don't know
I'm
countries.
happy to waste that opportunity.
I don't know countries. Never heard of them.
Australia. Maybe there's Norway too.
But you could have done a tune. That's all I'm saying.
I could have. Anyway, let's get back into things. Let's rejoin the action. We're on top of Cruzian's tower. The girls have found their way past Cruzian's defense system, but it has come at a cost, with loot seemingly growing older through the experience. In what seems like a physical embodiment of the phrase, be careful what you wish for, a dragon is currently attacking the Cruzian's family way across on the other side of Kaa'Riin, which he knows because he looked through his telescope of love. And I wonder why a man so powerful is helpless to do anything about it. But anyway, ladies, are you ready to play?
Let's rock.
Just writing some notes down.
Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing again?
Let's rock and roll, girls.
I don't roll, but rock I can do.
It's just
I
three
roll more than I'd
girls,
like to.
a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly three girls, a dragon, and dice.
All right, so girls, is there anything you'd like to just clarify before we kick in?
Can we have a long rest?
You cannot have a long rest. I'm glad we had this conversation. All right. Cruzian turns around to you, and there is panic in his eyes. And the sky above you, if you may recall.
Or have we seen what he saw?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Only you.
Okay, I saw this.
Now the sky above you, which was a projection like of a map above, is now distorting into an array of colours, incongruent colours too, oranges and greens, greys and browns. I'm told those colours don't go well together. But if you don't know, I'm colourblind. So they look amazing to me.
I'm Cory. I'm colourblind.
I'm colourblind.
This afternoon,
Why has it got to sound like that?
I was trying to ring in to let you know that I was going to be late. And I was like, ring Cory. And it wouldn't pick up. And then I realised, it's what you've got it saved as.
I've got it. You saved as Cory is colourblind.
Yeah. And I was like,
first name Cory, last name is colourblind. Stays colourblind.
All right, we were going to play D&D at some stage.
let's do it.
I'm not sure about it. You're on top of the tower. Cruzian's there. He's looking really, really worried. And it's more than worried. It's panic. And he turns
Who
to
are they?
That's my family. And he just looks at each other. I don't really know who you are, but you must have had a reason for being here. Whatever it is, I felt your losses. I know you each have empathy.
But you're about to have a bigger loss.
Well, hopefully you could stop that from happening. And he's looking at you a bit longer now, like maybe you two. He turns to the other two.
Okay.
I
I grab him by the hands.
Thank you. Hopefully
I'm waiting
you
for
understand.
them to ask what's happening because they can't see the thing you said.
That's true. Or you could just tell them.
I know, but I didn't know they couldn't see it. So I'm trying to react so that they go, what the hell's going on?
I see.
I'm trying to be in character.
Anyway, he is trying to look around at each of you as he understands you've each felt lost. You understand what I'm going through here. Although he looked at Loot for a bit longer and he said, you are different. And I sense nothing malicious about you. And
Unlike these bitches.
well, everybody has an edge, he says. Everybody.
He's pure as the driven snow.
He may well be, but I didn't see that. I saw very little. And then he shakes. It matters not. Save my family, and you can have whatever it is you came here for.
Would you like to fight a dragon, girls?
fuck yeah.
I do have some new pew guns I want to try out.
They are extremely powerful.
They are extremely powerful.
Oh. All right, fine. The dragon's colourblind too.
And Scottish.
That's the worst Scottish one we've had so far.
With tiny ankles.
That much is true.
Wee little ankles though, that's Irish.
Please, sir, can you spare some good berries?
Bitch, I want 8 hit points. What do you want?
Yeah, we need to have a long
right.
rest.
He says, no, don't worry about that. And he says, I've got something for you for that. I can solve that. But will you go?
Yeah, we'll go.
how
We'll
do we
go.
Because you need to go now. Now, did you find the downstairs? There were some presents I've made for the kids. I'm sending them off now. If you can bring them up here.
You see what Luke did to your presents.
Let's throw him under the bus.
Luke was tearing those things open. We said, stop, Luke. We said, stop right now. Luke said, I'm just a kid. I don't know better. He was tearing those things apart.
Luke walks over and says, I'll get them, sir. And walks downstairs calmly. And you notice something very strange.
And I go get the presents with him.
Well, the strange thing is there were no stairs when you came up. They appear step by step before Luke. Like they just stand around the edge of the building and wind all the way right back down to the bottom of this place. And Luke grabs some of the presents. But yeah, if you're down there helping with the rest of them.
I'll come.
But also, those presents suck.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do the best things.
They were great for kids. I don't care about that right now. The kids would have loved them, but I was just about to send them. They were moving at incredible speeds.
Well, I didn't want to be a poppable item.
But the kids don't have to worry about those sort of things. You obviously, with your swords and whatnot, are warriors. But if you could, all I need is you have to leave now.
I've never seen such a horrific display of reckless parenting, to be honest.
He goes very quiet when you say that. He doesn't make eye contact, and he looks away and he says, yes, I'm well aware of my foibles.
Foibles?
We use such words in this world. We have a thesaurus. I don't know where you're from, he says.
Weeble.
He instantly stops looking at Kaa'Riin and just moves
Okay,
away.
we have the gifts. Do you have any way to help us health-wise so that we can help your kids?
Well, yes.
How do you spell foible?
Foible.
Got it. Sorry, Alana.
Fabler.
No, that's
Sorry,
all right.
Morrigan.
I was just mentally seeing if I had it right.
Morrigan's in the game. All right. So am I. We're all in. Okay.
Holding presents, asking for health.
He hands you. He does hand you something. He's like, these potions will make you feel rested in just a moment. They work almost every time. He says.
Take a swig.
Okay. He hasn't given them to you yet, but
I snatch it.
hasn't told you what it is. You just drank immediately whatever he gave you.
Because I keep not doing it, so I figured.
I just told you they don't work every time. All right, roll me a d20.
I left my pretty D20 at home.
Well, that's going to cost you, isn't it?
I guess.
Only pretty dice roll high. How'd you go there?
I made a horse sound. How do you think I went?
Some horses can count quite high.
Why?
With their hoofs, they just do that.
Okay.
How many hoof stamps have we got?
5.
5. You feel very lightheaded, and that is all. And he just looks, I'm so sorry, but sometimes they work, and as I said, sometimes they don't. I've only got 3 more. And he gives you these little potions. And these are called, and you can hear me shaking them, these are called Soderbergh's Solution of Safety.
Are they lollies?
Named them, no, they are not lollies. They're dice in little tubes that you can use. Can you pass that one down?
Yeah.
And see how I had an extra one in my hand and didn't give it to you?
Yeah.
Now you know why.
You got any
They
jelly
don't
beans?
work any time.
I really feel like some jelly beans.
He does not have jelly beans. He does seem concerned that you don't know about the depth of the moment as his children are being attacked by dragons and you guys are looking for jelly beans and complaining about...
I'm still trying to get into character.
All right, we'll go quick.
You have no questions for him or anything like that? It's
Okay,
just
so
like, go.
how do we kill the dragon?
That is an exceptional question. Most people don't know the answer to that, and I wouldn't be the first to say that I would know. So
Do you know anything about this dragon?
I've never seen it before.
Okay, cool.
Does it have like a missing scale that we can pierce?
A thorn in its paw, claw.
No, there isn't
Oh,
time.
do you know any exits in the place we're going to get your wife and children out?
I've never been there.
Okay,
How'd
never
they
mind.
get there?
Send us there.
They left a long time ago.
What do you mean they left? They left you? They left you?
Yes, there's no time to discuss that now.
Well, it kind of is, because if she doesn't want to be with you, I'm not going to
I
force her to
sent
be
them
with
away.
you.
Probably doesn't want to be
Okay,
dead.
now we have a dialogue.
And I will not go there.
Did you breach an AVO?
We're
not gonna help you commit a
Back to
crime.
talking about Stacey's story.
Isaac, is that you?
The dragon's name is Isaac.
I mean, my Isaac would love if you would name the dragon Isaac.
Look, and he looks at you and says, "Take the presents. That's your balloon, I assume."
Do we rewrap the presents?
He now looks and did you bring up all the presents or just the wrapped ones?
Can I say that I wrapped some? I like wrapping.
You tried it. All right. You know what? Give me another roll.
My brother did that one
This
Christmas.
is just to see whether you've rewrapped them well enough for him not to notice.
But seriously, my brother rewrapped opened them all and then rewrapped them.
Did everyone know?
No.
All right. I'll give you a 50-50
Oh.
on it then. How'd you go with that one?
At advantage?
Nope.
Where's the trial?
Is that horse back again?
4.
Cruzian looks at them and says, I'm not sure what's happened here. And he takes the ones that have been poorly wrapped and puts them aside. These would be dangerous to take in their current form. Put the other ones at the front of your ship. All right? The front of the hull of your ship and hang on. You have the balloon.
Yeah, but where do we park it? Because we were below.
Down nearby.
Oh, okay, so we're going back downstairs.
You can go downstairs or it can float up. It's up to you.
Come to me, ship. Is that how the ship works?
How does this balloon ship work? That's up to you. What would you like to do, everyone?
We can summon the ship. That is now canon.
That's canon. Yeah. We're summoning the ship.
Well,
the
you're
ship
just calling out to the mole man. He's just downstairs. It's not
he's dead.
He stayed on the ship. Why would he come with
He
you?
almost died.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's just terrified.
He's dead in my heart and mind.
Yeah. Hey, Molly. Let's go.
Moldy. Oh, come on up here.
And he comes out, and yes, the balloon floats up gently. The mole man's, for someone who's just learned how to fly, is quite adept.
Yeah.
And he sits it right off the edge of this.
He was doing
tower.
simulations that whole time. You're like pilots trained because he was waiting for this moment.
So you're saying inside the balloon ship there is a simulator of how to fly the balloon ship?
That's in the town.
In his house.
Oh, I like the idea that it's actually inside the ship as well. He could be practicing the actual thing, but he's really inside just practicing further. It flies up next to you. He also gives you a letter, and it just says on the back of it, return to sender. And he says, when you get there, all you have to do is put this letter back in the ship like you did with the presents, and it'll pull you the way home as well.
That's fantastic. I love this guy.
He's very creative.
Yeah.
Just as you're about to get on board, he grabs Kaa'Riin by the hand. Cruzian does. And Kaa'Riin,
is this an old flame?
they're not every
They're
character.
all old flames.
Not every character in
About
our
400
world.
years, bitch, are all old flames.
He grabs your hand and he. Are you wearing the
How
gauntlet?
many gauntlets do I have? I've got one.
No.
You've got the one where you can taunt people. And
Yes, I've got my one that extends.
And you've got that
I've
one
got-
from
I've got
Lord
my
Carador.
extender on.
You've got the extender on.
Yep.
Where did you get this? He says.
I took it from old mate.
You're going to need to give me something more than old mate.
Old mate character.
Is that how you say it too?
Yes, because he just felt really intense, so I matched him.
So he drops it down another level then. Yes. Old mate Carador. And he looks over your shoulder for a while. And, he says,
And then I go,
and you both breathe towards each other for a bit. It's awkward. And he
I'm loading
says,
presents into the ship.
we're usually intense moment. You're like, Jesus
Just
Christ.
slowly trying to push around as well. There's only just enough room to get around. Excuse me, I'm just loading the ship. Because we're supposed to be rushing to the
I can see
dragon.
you having a moment here. Okay, sorry.
And here you are breathing. This gauntlet has caused harm before.
I know. It killed my whole family and the community in which I'd lived and led.
No, not this one.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay, then.
I have the one that did that.
Fucking dick.
We're going to have questions when we get back, man.
Hang on. No. We're not going Hang on. Did you do it?
I made the gauntlet, yes.
Oh, but you didn't do it.
No,
Oh.
I took it from him after that time. He made a copy.
So guilty by association.
Oh, so you could probably just make another one then.
His is not as strong as the one I have.
Can I have the one you have?
That's what you came here for, wasn't it?
Yes, it is. I want 2 gauntlets. I don't know. It's been a long time between games. Okay.
You came to see Cruzian for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
What's the gauntlet?
This one is more powerful than the other one.
I want the more powerful one, clearly.
Or both.
Oh, sorry. Are you telling me that we have to rescue your family to get the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you should just give me the gauntlet and then I'll go rescue your family.
I don't know if I can trust you like that.
Oh my God. Oh, come on.
Don't be a sod.
So give me yours.
When you get back.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
start pulling on
With
Kaa'Riin's arm. I'm
my
like, come
family.
on.
All right, I'm going to get your family, but I want that gauntlet. I swear to God. All right, let's go. Let's go, girls.
Don't
Come
want
on.
these dead kids on my conscience.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of dead people in our conscience. Let's go.
He hears that as you get on board and sighs. What? So you get on board?
We're on board.
And away we go.
So the balloon is about to lift away, and you can indeed have a short rest if you want to. It's normally quite a long distance to travel to this place, but Kaa'Riin thinks you can get there in under 4 hours.
Because the presence will be pulling us along, right?
Yeah. You also have your new Soderbergh's potions, which you can also use at any time. So you can stack that on if you need to. You guys go ahead and take your short rest if you want to.
Yep, short rest it up.
The Mole Man's balloon lifts gently and floats away from Kaa'Riin's tower, accelerating quickly, very quickly, faster and faster. But you do still have so far to go. What should take days will clearly only take a few hours. But you do wonder what you'll find upon arrival. To platform 7. I'm now going to turn into a... Do you notice whenever
voice is that? You've had that voice before.
When I used to catch trains a bit, I noticed that if you ever clenched your nose,
You could actually sound like any of the people on the platforms announcing where the next train to Fassifern is going to go.
and on the older trains, you could actually hear them better too. Just hold your nose. And
You understand where you're going.
just a little travel tip for those
Traveling with
people.
Cory.
The Mole Man's balloon lifts gently away and starts to accelerate from Kaa'Riin's tower. Seems like it's going rather quickly, faster than you've travelled before in anything that can fly. Still, what should take days will still take a few hours now, but you do wonder what you'll find when you arrive. If you wish, you can all have a short rest. Go ahead and do that if you want.
Yep.
You do have a few hours. However, before you decide whether or not you can do that, give me a perception check.
5 + 2, 7.
Kaa'Riin, you must have gone inside.
I put my hands over my eyes. I was like, I can't see.
Fell asleep in the beanbag.
Fuck me.
How'd you go over there?
3. That's 2 dice in the dice jail.
You really are sending people away for a long time.
Could
Your
you
dice
chat me
have
one of
just
them,
been-
please?
Yeah, the ones in the jail.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really?
They might do better for you.
Yeah. Dog's gone back in jail.
So what do we got? A 7, a 5, and a what?
Oh.
I was
All
a
right.
3.
+2, so 6. That makes all the difference.
And no, it does not. In fact, all of you must have gone inside and calmly decided to have a rest.
Yeah. You said rest, so we
Okay.
all...
We meant, physically, emotionally, mentally.
And when you awaken or whatever it is from your rest, because your short rest could just mean you're sitting down having a little bit of time to yourself, you hear the Moleman and Loot both yelling at the top of their lungs, "Wake up, come out quick!" And when you burst out of the cabin, you can see that while this ship is still moving, while the Moleman's balloon is still moving extremely quickly, it is also falling.
Oh.
Oh, no. That's the opposite way that we want to go.
So the presence will pull it towards, effectively they're pushing. The presence would have been just shot into the sky by Kaa'Riin and they would have blasted over to the kids. But because they're in the ship, they're pulling the ship instead. But that doesn't mean the ship stays up all by itself. It just means it's going very fast. So you can still crash. It'll drag you and your crashed selves all the way there if it has to, but you are getting awfully close to some trees below you. What would you like to do?
Not that.
All right, solved. Well done, everybody.
Okay, let's go.
Good job.
I say, Mole Man, what do you do in the simulator when this happens?
He looks at you petrified and says, "You crash. All right, we need to heat up the balloon and we're out of fuel. I didn't think we'd be going this fast."
Okay, that's cool. We got fire.
I raise my hands like in a shrug almost and blow some fire up.
Excellent. That will take up one of your... Which spell are you using? Fireball, blowing the whole thing to pieces? Or one of the smaller ones?
Just a gentle fire. A gentle flame.
Fire bolt, I guess, is my cantrip.
All right, yep. You can do that over and over again if you want. It will cost you that short rest, though.
Oh.
Because you've still got a long way to go and a short time to get there. 2 hours just shooting upwards.
Choo. These are finger guns, by the way, people. I'm copying Stacey.
I love that.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right. Well, if
Well,
you want,
that's the
girls,
solution, isn't it?
it's a solution, not a good one for you.
Okay, well, I'm doing finger guns. I'm like, if anyone comes up with a better idea,
Okay.
this was not the smartest way I could go about it. This is not the most energy efficient way to do this.
I'm also worried you'll actually shoot through the balloon.
Yeah. Will it get overheated?
I'm controlled, aren't I?
Do I
No,
have a
you're fine.
flamethrower on that axe of mine?
I can put a
You do, don't you?
flamethrower.
You do not have a flamethrower on your axe.
I thought you did.
I think
We
I
can
got
load
one.
it with a
You
flamethrower.
But we
have
can
an
load
axe
it with a
cannon.
flamethrower. A flamethrower. I'm turning that axe into a flamethrower because I got that little...
So
This
then,
bit.
but it'll only fire the once, though.
All right, well, let's make it a good one. And I'll roll high.
Ongoing
But
fire.
it's only going to mean you can take over for a split second. Like, I'll take over. Yeah, whoa, okay.
We're at fuel, right?
Yeah.
We have someone that can make grease.
Yeah.
That's flammable.
Yes.
And surely that will burn.
Yes.
I tear some cloth off the bottom of my
Yes.
skirt and make that a little wrappy thing. We put some grease on it. We burn that, and that'll go for a little bit longer, surely.
What are you attaching that to?
To the end of my axe.
You're going to wrap the thing.
Yeah, because the towel thing's going to burn the grease gun, not my axe. And my axe
It's
is
metal. It's fine.
It's metal.
Okay. That's going to cost you a spell as well, though. There, Indy.
It's a good idea.
One grease.
I'll pay it.
I love it. That's a great idea.
Teamwork.
It's fantastic.
Spells.
So now you've got to stand there. Well, you don't even have to stand
Morrigan,
there and
great
hold the
work.
axe. You could probably find a way to just wedge it into
We have rope.
Grease.
What are you going to use? How are you going to use rope to hold something?
Aren't we going to tie the axe to something then?
Am I going to hold the axe?
The balloon's above you. If you tie the axe to something, it's going to burn the rope
Can I hold the axe up? I'm just holding it up.
for hours.
I'm really strong.
We'll take turns.
Yeah, that's good. We'll take turns.
That'll also cost you your short rest.
Fine. Why is my arm still up?
You're going to sit here for the entire session with your arm up.
Is there something we can tie it to? Like wrap it around? A bit of wood.
You're in a boat that's like a flying balloon with a huge thing underneath it that we talked about before that's made of
I'm
wood.
going to have a look at the picture on Instagram
we could
of
do
this
that.
boat.
You could pull up
thing.
some of the deck.
Yeah. And then make like a stand.
Should we open some presents? Maybe there's something in the presents.
You go ahead and open some presents if you wish.
I don't like the sound of that, if you wish.
I mean, they are pulling you to where they want to go. I assume if you want to take them, it's going to slow you down.
Can we like climb up to where the flame was and like secure the axe to that bit? There was a flame sitting in a spot, right?
There was. It's still burning. It's just running out of fuel.
Yeah, and we're just replacing that with our own fire.
Yeah.
So we'll like pour some grease in the little well where the fuel was.
Okay.
And we'll use some rope to tie the axe with the fabric wrapped around it that we're lighting on fire where the fire was.
Yes.
You're making me feel real stupid. Is that not right?
I still can't see how you're attaching rope to something that's in a fire without the rope burning.
Because it's only the tip.
It's just a tip.
Hold on. Do we have anything that's like fireproof to wrap around the other end of the axe?
I know I did this.
What about
Can we just stop for a second and point out that when she said just the tip, she did some sort of finger movement.
Just the tip.
It was the spinniness of the finger that bothered me. It was like, all right. Okay, you cast just the tip, which is an unusual spell, and I'm gonna let you do almost everything you've said, but I still think you need a better way of holding that axe in place.
Roll investigation to find things on the ship that could help us.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Should we all roll?
Fuck me!
I'll roll 2. Who's the only one that can investigate? 16 plus 4.
Excellent.
I'm
excellent.
an excellent
Look,
investigator.
there's a huge amount of wood on this ship if you wanted to start ripping up decks and whatnot.
I do. With my axe, I'm going to pry it up.
It's currently wrapped in fabric.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I not take the fabric off? I'm going to take the fucking fabric off.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so you can, what do you want to do with the bits of wood?
We're just getting the wood and we are chucking it up
Just gonna make a
into
little.
the.
Like a little teepee thing.
We're just making a teepee.
Wood burns too, though.
We are putting the wood up in the little well.
Oh, I get where you're going with that.
Finally, after this whole time, you guys understand.
So we could just make a fire.
You could just make a fire, I guess, and you can fill the thing with grease. I don't know why it's got to be with the
So
axe.
when you said there's a lot of wood around that.
Maybe I like my axe. Maybe I'm just trying to make use of the fun things that I
the
have.
last time we were on a ship and you're like, oh sure, but like it's made of wood. It was don't use fire.
You're on a different ship.
Yeah, I know, but my brain.
Well, what's the rest of the ship made of then? Just I thought it was a
bases
wicker basket.
experience.
No, why would it be a wicker basket?
It's a hot air balloon.
Yeah, that's kind
It's
of
a big one. No, remember how big it was when it came out? It's wood. The whole 20 meters across of wicker. No,
Yeah.
no, it's wood.
I feel like that would
There's
He
like
wanted to
levels
live in it.
according to that.
Yeah, it's got a little house in it. That's how it was previously described.
Yeah, no, you said what you said, and
And you ignored it.
Okay, so
but
we're
I
going to
did.
saw what we
Probably.
saw.
We'll
Probably.
tear up some wood that isn't vital to the
the structural integrity of the ship.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Exactly.
Good
Add
idea.
some grease to it, start a fire.
Add some grease. Voila.
I now have a torn skirt for no reason.
Everyone else tears their own skirts.
I give you the fabric back covered in grease. It's like all holy and charred.
We had 15 minutes of rattling our brains to get there. But that's good.
Are we floating high yet?
You are slightly high. On your way back up, though, you do see something.
Can I roll my hit dice then?
Yes, you can have your short rest.
Yay! Math again.
As you start heading back up, you see something you have seen before, or at least some of you have seen in a way before. You see the city of Inyith Lenora.
Oh!
I love Inyith Lenora.
Well, the best thing about Inyith Lenora is it looks like how you want it to look.
Exactly,
it's
that's
got
why
a
I love it
spell cast
so
on
much.
it. So, would you each like to describe to me what you would like the city to look like as you fly over it?
What's Inyith Lenora look like to you, Morrigan?
What would I like? I can see beautiful, like, towers and castles and, like, lush gardens and just a giant caramel factory.
That is funny.
Wonderful. Kaa'Riin, what do you see?
It's all rainforest and waterfalls and everything. All the housing is tree houses.
Oh, that's cool.
And bridges. And all the mushrooms are giant.
Oh, love that.
Yes, with little bridges and shit. I love that too.
Yeah, that's fun.
Excellent. Freya.
And there's fairy wrens everywhere.
Fairy wrens.
Yeah.
Freya / Belloc. What do you think you see? Incorrect, Megatron. You see a mighty fortress. That's it.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah,
That's Freya's.
It's Belloc's. Belloc is seeing what Belloc wants to see.
But Freya
He's
has a
in there.
fortress.
Not Freya's
got a
fortress.
family
No,
fortress.
this is not the same one. It's a different fortress.
Radio.
And it makes you feel something for a moment. I can't exactly say what it is because I'm talking to both Freya, Indy, and Belloc at the moment. But Freya feels a temptation
To jump off and go there.
to move towards it.
Oh,
Yeah, well, you can't.
but I've got this thing in me. That sounded terrible.
You've got a lot in you at the moment, though.
But I must say that
What does
Freya.
Vinny see?
Vinny's gone. Vinny's in the gem.
And he's in a gem.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Scratch that.
Vinny's out. But yeah, Freya / Belloc sees this mighty fortress. And it's still quite lovely. It's beautiful, but it looks powerful. Like you could never penetrate this place if you had an army. Which, by the way, you do notice 3 separate lines of people, and they look like they're armoured in some situations. Some of them don't look as well armoured as other groups. But coming from 3 different directions, you see lines of armies that are moving towards Inyith Lenora.
What are they trying to invade, or they're...
They don't look like they're forming into some sort of attacking formation or anything like that. They look like they're moving to join there. They're heading there at almost the same time.
Oh.
Should we roll insight?
Is it
investigation?
Caradril's army?
You can roll. You could definitely roll anything on that list so far. Yes. What would you like to roll?
Oh, shit, guys.
But we're
insight-
not seeing that, are we?
Investigation.
No, in fact, no. Actually, all of you would have seen that. Yeah.
Oh, the people?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it Caradril's army?
It is not Caradril's army. No. You would know that was an army of clockwork automatons that all look exactly the same. This is different groups of people who look differently.
Actually, I'm going to roll investigation because I got +4 investigation.
Investigation would probably only lead you to understand that, yes, they are moving as armies. There are 3 different styles of movement. One group looks like it's moving quickly through trees, as if it's avoiding the path.
Oh, that's cool.
Another group, and you can almost not see them. It looks like you can
that's
just see
sick.
like the wind moving. But every now and then you notice that there's such a large number of these people that they can't hide everybody in the trees. Another group looks a bit haphazard. Haphazard. I forgot about that.
I've been thinking about that word a lot lately.
I think I prefer your way. But it does look like it's been thrown together at the last minute, and it seems like it's coming from the south, moving the same direction you were, so perhaps coming from Gressop, and an army coming down from the north that looks like row after row of very strong-looking people wearing furs and carrying heavy weaponry. Anybody who can bring a weapon has brought a weapon.
This is awful. Is this what we saw in the vision?
Oh, no.
It's certainly, yes, you would actually recognise that these armies that you're seeing are the ones you saw in your vision when Thassa showed you the future.
Well,
These were the armies of the Justicars.
Oh.
and some of them are doing better than others.
Well, actually, I was stand corrected. There are 2 armies of the Justicars. Another one's just an army joining.
Yeah, okay.
People coming from far and wide.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're running out of time. And yet we're going to go fight a dragon.
I don't make the
One
rules.
problem at a time. We're going to get the dragon because we need to get the gauntlet because then we can control an army to help out.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
You fly beyond that very quickly, and you're moving so fast, I must admit, especially to Belloc, when you are moving so fast that it's just a split a couple of seconds maybe before you realise you're going past this. So that's how fast it is. And you don't have time to really take in a lot of information. What you saw there was mostly a glance. But another hour or so after that, you find yourself crossing the last part of Kaylee's coastline, and you're out over the ocean for a small period of time. In the distance, you can see an island of snow. There are giant, jagged mountain ranges that protect an enormous tower of blue ice.
Oh, cool.
I know what we should have asked the guy. The name of the place so we could use the book.
I did do one for that one too.
Hindsight.
Your thoughts interrupted, though, by the rising, high-pitched squeals of something coming from beneath the vessel.
Children?
No.
Ankle biters.
Definitely not children. I'm going to give you a second to decide what you want to do after hearing those noises.
Are they like painful squeals, or they're like I'm coming to get you?
They are, yeah, they're more like they're coming towards you.
Are they Dementors?
They are not Dementors, only steal from Buffy.
Oh man, this is a battle or something.
Why are there battles in this game?
Just let us get to our destination.
I prepared to put some more fire in the thing to make us go higher.
You want to outfly them?
Maybe?
Interesting. No one knows what they are yet?
No.
Vampires. Pterodactyls.
If they were vampires, they'd be sexy. So there are squeals now coming from beneath the vessel.
And we look.
You want to look, and you can't really see too many things. It's moving so, whatever these things are.
I don't think he wrote anything. That's what I think's happened. It's like you
I
can't see
think
anything. I wrote
generally-
sounds but not visuals.
Generally what happens is the DM says a sentence, usually a whole sentence, and
sorry.
in that sentence you do get to hear what happens. But now, fuck yous. Why is it like this?
Because we like it.
It's a long drive. We've got to get a kick somewhere.
No, there are things moving around extremely quickly, and you can see 6 or 7 streaks of blue, but very small, and they're spinning around faster and faster and screaming as they approach.
Baby dragons.
Baby dragons.
And for some reasons, they are baby dragons. They are very small creatures that I would call dragon-esque, but made of ice.
Oh, cool. Ice baby dragons.
Well,
Can I
actually,
have one?
they're actually called bee lizards.
Can we all have one?
I
Lizards.
think I deserve more for that pun.
Ice.
I don't get it.
Oh, is that not what they're actually called?
Bee lizards.
Bee lizards. Ice dragon. Fuck yes.
I don't get it.
Lizards! I'm putting in the sound of footsteps here as me leaving the building.
Ice. Bee lizards.
Bee lizards. The bee lizards come up and over the sides, and you can hear them. The screaming noise is loud, but not necessarily mean. There's nothing. There's no intent.
They're
there.
babies.
They're just little creatures.
Does that mean mummy's close by?
I guess it could mean that.
Is she a bee lizard too, or does she grow up into a big one?
You haven't got there yet.
Just ask.
I just pull a potato I've been hiding and slice it and cook it and feed it to one of the lizards.
And one of them lands on your hand and starts to eat your chip surprise.
Oh, they're friendly.
Yeah. I keep feeding it. I'm like, I will call you Squishy and you will be my Squishy.
He goes, I've already got a name, but, fine. Just make one up for me.
Talk?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like that. No, they don't talk. He just does a little purring sort of noise.
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
that's cute.
And they have those big sort of almost cartoon-esque eyes. Like,
Okay, I want one too.
wait, do something.
Give me a chip.
He just stands there and goes, I want something.
I'm gonna manifest a berry. Good berry.
Just one?
Yes, just one.
Just one berry. You can make 10.
They
What
store.
if I need them?
They store for a while.
Yeah,
If you can make 10 in one go.
All right, I'm making 10 berries.
All right. And one lands in your hands and you make it healthier.
Yeah.
Very
And
nice
now
of
it's
you.
bonded to me forever.
It's purring and that's all you need to know. Freya/Belloc.
I'm gonna go. Oh.
I'm going to say that to you every time.
And every
just to
time I'm
remind
like, oh, I gotta make a decision. Can I please have a chip, Morrigan?
Please.
Will you? Can I please have a chip, Morrigan? Although if you don't give it to me, I am technically a horrible god.
Yeah. That's the thing. I was like, please. I don't even look at you, and I just slice a bit off and hand it to you, and I'm just like gazing lovingly at my new friend.
Oh, nice. And where's mine?
Where's
my pet?
2 land on you. So
I got 10 berries. I want 10 dragons.
I snap the chip in half.
hold your hands out more and more. More of them will land on you.
All right, I'm putting 5 berries in the other hand, and I'm putting that one out.
All right, so you've got 1 on each hand.
I'm good with 1. I'm not greedy.
I'm so greedy. I want the one she's not going to have.
You wait a little bit longer, and a 3rd one lands on your shoulder and starts to cuddle
You're giving
in.
me dragons too easy. I'm going to stop getting dragons.
I know.
It starts
I'm worried
nuzzling.
about where this goes.
Starts nuzzling into your ear.
Man, I like this. I think those cartoon eyes are going to fuck up real fast.
And the ship keeps flying along, getting closer and closer. And
I've been carving a little pet tag out of a piece of wood. For my dragon.
with the name on it.
Squishy.
Yeah, I need to come up with a better name, but yeah.
You sure do, because as you're doing that, Squishy takes a deep bite of your hand and squeals at the same time. Just as it squeals and bites your hand, and all of the bee lizards all bite down at exactly the same time. And it doesn't hurt. It hurts like, a small creature biting you, like a cat when you're playing with a cat. It doesn't hurt a lot. But you notice straight away from where the bite is. It doesn't even really cut into the skin, just leaves a little mark.
We've got some kind of disease.
And you can feel ice spreading away. Your hand is freezing, or your shoulder is freezing, wherever they landed.
Okay, warm it up near the fire.
While the creatures are still attached to you.
No, we're going to probably get rid of them.
No, I'm actually going to close my hands real hard.
Squishing both dragons.
They're fucking gone.
Oh
How
my
tiny are these
God.
things?
I've got one on my neck that's going
could
hell
probably
for
Like
leather.
handheld.
Yeah, very small.
Can I get a flame going in my freezing hand?
You just want to burn it straight away.
Yeah, sorry. We gave them food and love, and they betrayed us. Boom, dead.
Bite the hand that feeds you.
That's right.
All right. So
That's
all
right,
of you,
not a cliche.
And also, I'm trying to warm up my hand, to be honest.
last one. Oh, Indy looks like this is not something she wants to do.
Only because I just feel like Mum's going to come and attack.
Well,
And if Mum's also an ice dragon.
One of you's going to be, your hands are going to be basically made of bee lizard squish. So I'm sure that won't piss her off.
I still got the
Anyway.
one on my neck. I want to tear that one off. Now that I've squished these motherfuckers.
All right. Well, the first 2 you squish. Let's give me 2 attack rolls because it's 1 for each hand. And I'll put that down as a bit of a...
Hot nat 20.
Oh my God, that's so horrible what you've done to that creature.
Yeah, too bad the other one doesn't go down, and it just had to watch that horrific thing.
No, this is awful.
14.
Both of them are squished in your hands. They do let out an ungodly scream as that
shouldn't
happens.
have.
It's shrill, high-pitched horror as you kill the blizzards. Oh, now you like the pun.
It's grown on me.
I didn't get it to start with. I'm sorry.
I know it was hidden behind the
Spelling.
hyphen,
Yeah.
the single hyphen, the extra Z. But anyway, I get it. It's hard.
Slow.
And you'd like to fire up.
Well, my hand is frozen, so I was going to try and warm my hand with the fire. And if it's like the Bart and Lisa thing. If they just happen to burn up,
I'm going to cast some sort of burning thing
I'm
with
going
you
to
in
cast
front of
my
it.
firebolt to warm my frozen hand. And if you happen to go up in
All right,
flames,
cast that spell.
11 plus 7.
It burns to a crisp in your hand and falls into ash. Blows
doesn't
away
melt?
with the wind. No.
I thought frozen dragon would melt.
No.
No.
The outside is frozen. Inside is dragon. It was.
I feel a little bad.
I feel a little bad.
Yeah, I kind of just thought they were like going to melt away. Like they
Well, and
weren't.
that makes it more like sanitary.
Yeah.
If you can die in a like hygienic way, that would be most appreciated.
Yeah.
Freya / Belloc.
I'm just going to shake them off.
Give me a dexterity check and see if you manage to do that.
Can I put the dragon corpse in the fire?
No, it blew away.
Oh, cool. Never
Ashes
mind.
to ashes.
Why does this always happen? 17.
17. You flick it away and it starts to fly off. But it looks like it's going to make it... You know when like magpies fly away for a second and you know it's coming back? Yeah, it's coming back.
Okay, well, I just thought I would give it a chance.
Okay. Back to you already, Kaa'Riin. It's the one on your shoulder. What would you like to do about that?
I just want to grab it off my shoulder and look it dead in the eyeballs.
Oh, you want to hold it in front of your face?
Yep. I'm holding it real tight, though,
Okay.
by the neck.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check first. See if you can actually pull that thing away from you quickly.
And I think you'll find that I absolutely can. 15 plus 1, 16.
Nice. Yes, you are now holding the bee lizard in your hand, and it's squealing at you, and it looks like it's trying to do big soft eyes and pleading with you not to kill it.
I said, well, you should have thought about that. Shouldn't you? Is there something you would like to say?
And it bites down straight away. And your hand
so I
starts
squeeze
to freeze.
harder.
Okay, give me one more attack.
7 plus 6.
And it's enough.
Great.
That's enough.
Well, I think we can all see that 2 out of 3 gave them chances.
How much damage does that do? Because you only need to do 5. These things are very little.
Oh.
14. He's dead.
You look into the skies above you, and there are a few more of them now circling around the top, but they're not attacking. They're just holding back.
I'm going to be ready with my axe. But like a bat, I'm holding it flat, so it's like a cricket.
Cricket style.
Yeah.
Lovely work.
I'll also be ready in action and
Yep.
acid splash.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Fix it,
I
Ashley.
like that.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Morrigan?
But if they choose not to attack, then I guess we don't have to kill them. Do we?
If I decided to squish them, my unarmed melee attack does 0 damage.
That I'm not surprised.
You can barely pick up a pair of scissors.
I'm Mr. Burns.
I insist that you don't.
Every pair of scissors is safety scissors for you.
Plastic ones that kindergartners get.
All right, the ship continues along, not very far now. It was almost at the tower before, and the other blizzards stay above, circling around the balloon, but out of range, or as far out of sight as they can. You can hear their squeals as they fly around. The ship touches up against the side of the ice tower.
So this is where we were going, is the ice tower? Yeah.
Now, is this ice the whole way through or just the surface again?
The entire tower is ice.
Perfect.
It's well,
That's
from what you
good
can
to
tell,
know.
it's difficult. You can't look through the ice, obviously, to see what's on the inside, but from what you can see from the outside, this thing is made of ice. There's also no movement atop the tower as the balloon gets you close enough that you could just step off the sides if you want. You can hear the presence below on the ship. Like now, they're buffeting against the inside of the ship as if they're trying to go that last little step, and they're sort of pushing the ship, the balloon, against the side of this thing. The tower itself, though, is made of jagged shards and icy slithers that seem almost organic. Certainly not symmetrical. There's things jutting out all over the place, like everything has grown out of the mountains. Some sections appear to have been shattered. There are sharp pieces that jut towards you quite menacingly. There does not appear to be a door, although there are several indents in the icy structure that might be the right size for entrances or perhaps windows, but they are frozen over. And the ice seems a little lighter in colour there. What would you like to do?
Dust off my shoulders. Ladies, I got this.
Yeah, you do.
And I put a finger up to one of those lighter spots, and I just let out some fire, and it melts a little hole, and we just walk on through.
No, it does not. But thank you for the description. It does.
I painted a picture.
And it was pretty and everything like that, and it was lovely. But it does melt a little bit. Probably melts maybe even a couple of centimetres, 5-6 centimetres, and is still quite solid. So it's not necessarily, when I say thin, it's not thin like it's a little panel of ice. It just looks like it's more recent.
I'm shooting it with my lightning gun.
Go ahead.
Pew! I gotta roll a d8.
No, you don't. You need to roll your attack first, sorry.
Attack.
I mean, you shouldn't miss a door. If it's a door.
16.
Yeah, so you're on target.
All right. Oh, 2.
I block my ears.
It's an excellent conductor of electricity, and you watch as the electricity spreads out and goes right across the whole tower.
pretty.
And does
Light show.
virtually nothing. Yeah, it's
Okay.
very nice. Probably looks nice on the inside as well.
All right. Well, I guess that was my turn.
I'm going to roll investigation.
Okay, what do you got?
16
16.
plus 2.
Okay,
It's a natural 18.
that's what we call them, yes. You can't hear anything except the wind howling around, but you can see now that there is snow that has formed on top of the ice, and there are footsteps. They are shallow, though, as if the snow has... You see one child and, well, what looks like smaller steps anyway, so the assumption is it's a child, and one adult, and they move directly towards one of the indents. There's a really uneasy silence, but between the gusts of wind, there is something like an extra gust, in like a shallow, slow extra gust you can hear, like a pattern.
Snoring.
It's not snoring. If you think I'm going to say it's not snoring.
Okay, thank you.
Is it a dragon breathing?
Sure, yes.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's precisely the thing you think of when you think of this. Yeah, it just feels like a steady pattern of wind.
Okay.
All right, so we get off and follow the footsteps.
Follow your footstep.
They go straight to the door that was in front of you, or the indent that is frozen over.
Okay, all right. So
Is there
you
like-
investigated, but you still got an action.
Okay. I'll acid splash it.
Yeah, acid splash it.
Okay, roll him in acids. First of all, roll to see if you hit it, which again shouldn't be hard.
Shouldn't be hard.
Shouldn't be hard to hit. How did you go?
I got a 4.
There's a door though, where she's right there.
She's right there, but that just might mean that
The acid just dribbles out of her
yeah.
fingers.
But it could also mean that you hit it at a part where it doesn't do anything significant, which is exactly what's happening right here. So it splashes, and you do see it start to burn away at some of the frame,
That's
but
it.
not much.
I'm getting angry.
Oh, okay.
Is there a pattern with this
No,
wind?
I love when I hear you getting angry.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a little ragey at this point because it's just a fucking sheet of ice and we can't get through it.
Okay.
I'm raging out with Max.
And at exactly the same time as she does this, you do notice it, yes, there's a pattern to the wind. What would you like to do? Like, just smash into
Calm
it?
myself down.
Nope. So, a
Kaa'Riin
rage,
smash.
you're going into rage first.
Damn it. I'm raging with my axe
I
against
love it. I hate doors.
Fucking hate doors.
Do you want me to put some fire in your axe?
Yeah, fire in the axe.
Can I
Still
load
got,
it
has
up
it
with
still got
fireball?
grease on it from
Yeah.
before?
I'm still looking at the door. I'm just looking at the door, but reach my arm over at Morrigan and I'm like, light her up, babe.
Can I put firebolt in it?
No, if you want, it's still got a bit of
Still
grease
got
on it from when you were messing
Still
around.
on fire. And I start swinging.
Okay, so your flaming axe goes towards the door. What'd you roll?
And I rolled a 9 plus 6.
That is enough to hit the door that isn't moving. And the axe does go in quite a fair bit further than anything else you've seen, and you can see cracks forming. It doesn't break through it, though, and the flame from it seems to melt around the side of it.
That's enough. Squeeze on through.
Definitely can't squeeze through.
Yes,
It's only
we
about
can.
the size of the head of the axe.
What if we can?
But
What if we were, say, a mouse?
well, I guess if you were smaller,
What if I was, say, exactly, what if I was...
it probably would. You'd have to be extremely small to be able to get through
What
it.
if I was, say, a
Oh, like,
worm?
let's say, what if I was a mouse?
If you wish, you can do that.
I do wish.
Okay, you do that.
But it's not
On
my
a
turn, is
star.
it?
It's
I don't
not.
think we're in turn-based
Doesn't
play,
matter.
are we?
We're about to be. It's a sentence I was hoping to get out.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we keep doing that.
It's a funny thing.
I'm learning things, though. Like, we weren't in turn-based play.
No, I was in the middle of saying a sentence is all I was trying to do. So to stop
I've
you
stopped
from
talking.
to stop you from doing a wasted wild shape.
Gotcha.
Because something else happened as the axe hit the frame.
Happened.
As this happens, you turn around to look at the other sisters and go, "What the fuck with this door? It won't even
Exactly,
smash!" Right?
yeah.
And the other two see behind you, there's like a horizontal crease where the top, just above the door,
There's a
and
spare key.
It slowly separates. It's got a little rounded shape. As I said, it's kind of an organic look. And it starts to separate, and as it does so, you can see like a starkly contrasting yellow strip of colour that glistens between the two separations. And then the unmistakable pupil of an eye.
That's
It's
a dragon.
wider and wider, and the ice begins to shatter. And the reason why the tower is so heavily damaged becomes clear. A huge ice dragon detaches itself from the tower, where it had been blending in, leaving behind what was obviously the heavily damaged structure. And it starts to flap its wings. You can hear it's very powerful, and the wings of ice push it high into the sky. Just as it appears to be opening its mouth, a hole appears in one of the other sections that look like lighter ice. A little hole appears, and a voice cries out from the hole. Dark tendrils of frost come out of this hole and fly towards the dragon's jaw, and they wrap themselves around, pulling tight so that it closes the jaw really quickly. The creature rears back in anger, trying to pull the material from its lips, but not being capable of doing so. And from inside the room you hear, "That won't last long. Good luck." And the hole freezes back over.
Oh, you couldn't let us in.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god.
2.
Only came to save you. Good luck to you.
There were ways into the room, you just didn't find one. That's fine.
We never do.
These things happen.
We still need to get in, don't we? Do we?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's, good luck killing this thing.
2 plus 1, I'm going to 3.
Oh, great.
10.
And just to be clear, this dragon isn't fully made of ice, so I can't just melt it.
Oh, it's... No.
The plan's to get inside.
I think we want to go where those people are, don't we?
It's up
Where
to
I'd
you.
wanna go. Well, if we're rolling initiative. I think we're about to be in a
But you can always get out of that if you find a way in. That's
Yeah,
up
what's
to
it
you.
called? Disengage. We disengage.
There's just not really many places to go.
Did Alan give me the other half of the
He did.
stuff? Huh.
You've got 2 parts of the staff, but they are not joined together. All right, everyone, hit me with those initiatives.
6.
Morrigan, he's a 6.
3.
That was a stellar
I
roll.
rolled a 2.
Freya, how'd you go?
10.
Freya, 10.
You're up first.
Sorry,
was a
plus
dragon.
Well.
one. Plus one. I'm a 7.
Okay, well,
It might matter.
oh, it does.
Yeah, damn straight.
The dragon is very annoyed with what's happened to it and will not go first. That will be Freya. Freya, what would you like to do as this thing starts to fly above you?
I want to phone a friend.
Do you have your bow and arrow again now?
Yes.
You get that.
Okay, great.
So that's on your character sheet.
But do I want to attack or do I want to get in?
That is up to you.
Oh, I'm just going to whip out the old bow and arrow and start attacking.
This is awesome because you've never used that before.
I haven't.
Oh,
and I'm gonna,
shit. I just forgot you even had that.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's
It's a big
exciting.
moment, yeah. This is after 29 episodes.
I know. What I always wanted.
I know.
Go for the eye.
Yes, you took the words out of my
Yes.
mouth. I'm going to go for the eye
Okay,
because
you can
that
go
would
ahead and do
hurt.
that. That would take a critical hit for me to allow that, but any hit at all would be a start.
A critical hit?
Yeah,
I've got to roll a 20.
you do indeed. How did you go?
19.
Plus,
It's not going to make it a critical hit, but it is still going to be a hit, which is good news for you because these aren't easy to hit. Plus 7. That,
Okay.
so 26. It does indeed hit the dragon. D6 plus 4.
Oh, 5. It's not. It's better than 4 or 3 or 2 or 1.
2 or 1.
Was that plus the 4?
No.
Okay, good. I was just checking.
Plus the 4. That's a
Okay.
solid 9. I feel like the dragon's hit points would be a lot. Am I correct?
You on that much? Yes. You do know what you're talking about with dragons. Freya, what you do notice, Freya/Belloc, what you do notice is when you hit it, there are some shards of ice that splay through the air. And they twist and turn towards the ground, towards you, where they apparently will smash, I'd imagine. But they stop just before you. And behind you, it feels like the battle continues on. Right? Whatever, this happens while everyone else is doing their moves in a second. But not for you. The battle's frozen now. And for you, there are moments dangling in time, reflections from the ice of 3 people or beings or shapes that are hidden in the reflections. And each one is difficult for you to interpret. The first almost hurts to see. It is at once all the wonders of the universe and all the worst things, and a heavenly face that perhaps mere mortals should never see. But under Belloc's control, you breathe, and you breathe again until you hear the words from your own mouth. Inashday, Father. And then the ice shatters. The second shard is less divine, at least to some. But there's another soul being represented inside. There can be no brighter feeling of love than what you're feeling now. You see a cell, potatoes, a friendly singing chef, and a man left behind. And again you hear your own voice, Father. And then the ice is gone, and there's one more piece that remains.
So we've got 2 dads.
So far, shimmering in the light from the setting sun, there is a kindly face with a smile like a warm morning. From deep within, your senses are flooded with the smells of a breakfast waking you from a warm slumber. Fresh juice and fresher bread bathed in honey. And for the 3rd time, you hear the word, Father.
Huh? We got 3 dads.
Yeah, you do.
Hang on. Does it shatter too?
And then it shatters, yeah.
No, that
it
one's
waits.
6.
It waits here for a second to be like, can I go? Like,
I'm going to go. Did the other shatter?
did you get the messages you got from the? Because it feels awkward just to.
Am I the last one?
I thought I was going to go first, but then someone else shouted in and they did their shout out.
Does the shattering mean they're dead?
I know, it just means the ice is broken in front of you.
Okay.
And when the last one shatters, everything goes back to real time.
So why do you think I have 3 fathers?
Well, Belloc might have a father in there.
Belloc would be Inashday. The one in the cell would be
Yours.
mine.
Freya's.
And then what about the honey dude?
Freya, now that you are taking a back seat to your own body because of Belloc, sounds horrible.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
No, you notice you don't just share that space with Belloc. There's another complete soul.
How many
with you.
things are in me?
Quite a bit. I don't like the way that sentence sounds, but quite a bit.
That doesn't sound good. Okay.
Her name is Honey.
Is that? Hang on, is that Vinny's?
It is, and I only know you
What?
know that because you have heard one of the earlier episodes, but your character has never heard of Honey, has no idea who Honey is.
Ah, so that's handy.
Now, ladies, Stacey, Alana, I'm going to actually ask you to step outside for this part.
Okay.
You want to go get a drink?
Yep.
Not going to be that
Awesome.
long. So 2 minute stops.
She meant just a glass of water. Alana doesn't drink.
No, the water's not free here.
Did bring 2 bottles.
Leave your money on the fridge, please.
And I'll have you guys know I'm 3 days sober according to my diary.
Which I
Cute
What do you mean according to your
diary.
diary, though? That makes it sound like you were so drunk you didn't know where the last 3 days were.
I'm not a drunkard. I'm just trying to cut back on my drinking. You know, New Year, new me.
I know, I'm the same. Today is day 1 sober.
So hard. It is so hard.
It was meant to be yesterday and it got squashed.
Exactly. I just
Jen and I were like, veto? I was like, yeah, let's veto that.
let's 86 it.
Welcome back to Girls Who Don't Drink.
Girls who are trying not to drink.
I was kicking you two out for a reason, but go and get yourself a margarita. Well, not margarita. Just go and get yourself something. Water sounds good. The water is no longer being charged.
Thank you.
You can have a free one. Freya, just you and I now. You hear a voice, and it's a sweet little voice. And all it says is, thank you for saving Vinny. But you got lucky. You're supposed to use a rune to take souls out of bodies. Otherwise, any soul can be pulled out. You could have got me. You could have got that thing. Still, thank you.
Sorry that you guys aren't together anymore.
Oh, we're still together. We're just not, together. It's a long distance thing. Those still work, right? Long distance relationships, they always work out.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Can we put you back together? Like if I put you into the...
You and I have to get out of here first. And that one's not too keen on that. But I have found a few ways to sneak around her.
Oh, honey. Oh, my honey.
Oh, honey.
This is working. Okay, good.
But she does say to you, do you think the others will get us out soon?
I hope so.
All right, let's get the other girls back in.
Howdy.
That was refreshing. Thank you so much for the drink break.
Uh-huh.
We don't often get breaks. Cory doesn't allow us to leave.
That's true. I chained them to the seats.
And he's only got tap water at room temperature.
In fact, it's slightly above room temperature. It requires some mild heating just to make it less tepid.
God.
Ew.
I do not like comfort.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the battle rages on, and Morrigan, you see this thing swooping around. It's still got its lips and mouth jammed shut. What would you like to do?
It's flying
It is still flying, yes.
above us.
When you say
It
flying...
is still, in a way, it's still trying to remove this stuff from its mouth. And of course, knowing dragons, you know that you don't want these things shooting anything out of their mouths too quickly.
Also, who the hell just yells out, that won't last long, and then shuts the door?
Yeah, what dicks.
No, somebody trying to protect their kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Soulmate's family. They've been on the survival train for a while.
Fair.
Each their own.
And even just that thought right now makes you realise there was only two lots of steps. There was adults' feet and children's feet.
Kids are here.
No, there was only one set of children.
Oh, shit.
Oh, where are they?
The younger sibling was like putting their feet inside of the bigger footprints.
Everything's okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. She's piggybacking the other way.
Everything's fine.
Dragons wise or dexterous? I feel like they're big. They can't be that dexterous.
This is
right?
information you don't know. You could probably try and find out if you wanted to. Rely upon some knowledge.
Google or from like a check?
There's no Google in Kaa'Riin.
Yes, but I didn't know if you're talking to me or Morrigan.
I'm
Not
talking
yet,
to Morrigan.
there's not.
The first idea you're going to steal if you ever go between worlds, like the good people, the dwarves who learned Scottish. Somebody went back in. Earth exists in our world because of that part of our story.
Yeah.
It has to exist.
Can I roll a check?
Yeah, I just want to know which sort it is.
Survival, because I want to survive this encounter.
That's not how survival works.
I know.
It's like survival is rubbing sticks together. I mean, you go ahead and do that if you want.
History.
Your history. Yeah, give me a history roll.
Was that the right roll?
It's a roll. How'd you go with that?
11 plus 2.
All right. From what you know from your understanding of this area is that dragons are not exactly rare around here.
We saw how many kids they have.
Yeah, well, they're not exactly the same.
Oh. Okay.
Not exactly the same. But however, they haven't been seen for quite some time. So even though they weren't rare, they normally keep to themselves. It may not help you too much with this particular dragon, but you know that it's unusual for one to be attacking.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
It's unusual for them to be attacking.
I just want to...
Yeah, they don't have a need to, really.
Oh, so I shouldn't have shot it.
Well, they're still attacking. It's not going to not attack because she didn't shoot at it. It's here for a reason.
Maybe it's protecting the children.
But then the person inside the thing wasn't too keen on that.
Well, they didn't know. They don't know. I saw this episode of Doctor Who once.
Here we go.
All right, I won't tell the story.
No, I'm waiting for it.
Oh, forget it.
Now it's exciting.
I wanted to know.
I watched this episode of Doctor Who once, and there was like this sentient whale that everyone was living on because they had fucked their Earth in this universe. And to keep the whale going and under control, they kept zapping the whale's brain.
Aww.
That's nasty.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Then Doctor Who, like, hold on a goddamn
That's
minute.
not right. Yeah.
And he stopped it.
Yeah. Sentient whales is a stupid idea. I don't like it.
And hold on. And then the whale kept swimming and keeping them alive anyway, because that's what it was always there for.
Sentient kind whales are even worse.
It was always there to save them. They just didn't know. And they tortured it for decades.
Oh.
Horrible.
I know. So maybe that's the case with the dragon.
I would have just rolled over.
Do you steal from Doctor Who?
No, but I did just make 2 jokes about things the audience knows that you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Morrigan, now that you know that dragons don't attack
I know, but that didn't answer my question.
here
That's
very
all
often.
right.
I know, it didn't help you at all.
No. I learned something though. I am going to throw a fireball at the thing.
Full on fireball.
We're in open ground, right? Like,
Hell yeah, it's above you too. You're not going to hit anybody
yeah.
unless you hit the dragon. And even look, based on your rolls today, that's probably unlikely.
Well, that's why I'm picking fireball.
Given
'cause
your history,
Yeah.
That's why I'm picking fireball and asking about dexterity. You have to roll.
And not only that, if you miss, it still does half damage. And yes, I know we missed it a couple episodes ago. People who keep emailing me.
It is girls who don't
D&D.
D&D.
we can't do it.
We
And
don't
if
do all
Cory
the
gives us
things.
the answers, then we'll never learn.
This is why we really shouldn't do a live show. We get very off task.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's just going to be 2 hours of us talking about the time. that-
Childhood stalkers. You're like, this is sick.
Morrigan, let loose on that fireball.
You got to roll dexterity saving
I'll let loose on the dodging part of things.
throw of 15.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, I rolled a 2, and then I added his +0 to it, which stayed at 2. So I'm going to tell you right now, not only does it hit him, he doesn't even try to move. Just
He
takes the
pauses
whole
mid-air.
thing on and wears it.
He pauses mid-air and it's like, yep, cool, I'll take that.
Does. How much does he take?
2. I have to
I'll take 2.
roll. I have to roll 8d6. I'm just trying to pick my
good lord.
8d6s. I got a calculator ready to do the math.
One of these days, I'm going to let these happen in real time for the audience. They'll think we've just forgotten to fill in the section.
They'll stop listening.
They'll have gone to did they go to a toilet break and not tell us? They'll hear a flush in the distance.
I want it on the record that I rolled 3 6s, 3 5s, a 4, and a 3. No ones.
That's actually pretty good.
40.
Wow. Doesn't even scream.
Do I get any pretty ice?
Okay, yes.
I get pretty ice.
3 shards of ice also shatter from this creature and begin their fall. The slithers reflect the cold blue light of the northern sun, sharpened edges slicing through chilled air, but instead of speeding by, they slow, slower, slower until they pause before you. And they mirror your eyes in distorted sizes, so you can see the reflection of your own eyes. It starts in the pupil of each eye. The first bends and swerves until the shape of your mother appears. In shadow at first, then close enough to see her face. You see the twinkle of love in her eyes now, and then the eye shatters. Now you are drawn to the second shard. Again, a shape forms in the pupil of your reflected eye. It forces itself into new angles, and the harsh shadows become your father. In his face, you see the thinning skin of time, the fading colours from once young hair, and you see fear. And then the ice explodes, leaving one shard gently spinning, your eyes seeing themselves. They lock together and fade into new eyes, the same colour. The face they belong to draws back. The high cheekbones of the elves are quickly apparent, but not the same as your mother's and father's. This man seems more natural, seems more of nature. And in his eyes you see, and then it shatters.
Mother, twinkle of love. Father, old and afraid. Nature elf, nothing.
Okay, in summary, There's one more bit of ice that comes down and goes, in summary,
Here's the
if
cliff
you didn't
notes.
see what happened then, I don't know why it sounds like that, but it does.
The cliff notes.
Yeah, that's what happens. And then it is the dragon's turn. At this same time, you also notice those little bee lizards are now starting to cycle around the top of the dragon. A bit of distance from it. They're not too close to
They're
it.
going to snitch on us.
Fucking snitches get stitches.
I
baby.
knew
really-
Mum was here.
They really no. I don't think they're that close to it. They don't go nearby it. They don't go within range of being hit by it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
because they
just
just
a-
get. Oh,
Well, they pick a
Struck by a
side.
smooth
Yeah.
criminal.
it's like. I don't know what it was like.
Like, you know how things, you know. All right, now because it can't open its mouth yet, it's going to have to attack you in a different way. So it flies by and swings its tail. It's going to do that towards Freya / Belloc, and that is that is a 32 to hit. Does 32 beat? Yes, it does. Don't talk.
Beat my armor class.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh.
Quite- yeah, don't look it up.
I just. Yes.
32.
Half.
All of it.
Half.
Well, let's see how much damage it does.
That's not
You're
great
just being-
damage.
you're being hit by its tail, and it's going to flick you across.
Is there underneath? What is there? Is there like water?
You're a long way up, but you are in mountains.
Okay.
Don't try and distract me from the immense amount of damage you're about to do. No, it's not an immense amount, actually, but the tail does hurt you, and it throws you across the top of this thing quite a long way, and you take 19 points of damage.
Ooh.
I'm dead.
That was quick.
No, I'm joking.
You've scared some people, though.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. False alarm. I'll be more sincere when I actually do die.
I'll save my
Which is
sincerity.
not today.
That is not this day. Well, we'll see.
45 minus 19.
And it flies around again and perches itself on a piece of the tower that is on a sort of weird angle, which takes us to Kaa'Riin. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm still raging, so I guess I'm just going to have to go hell for leather with my axe. Can I throw my axe at
But
it?
if you miss, that's going off into the mountains.
Shit.
You don't have the retractory.
I don't know.
You do have the
Can
gauntlet.
you attach the gauntlet to it and throw it, and there's like a chain on the... Is that long enough?
You want it to be like...
You know what? I was...
You can, yeah. You can do that.
Tennis ball on a string.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
What I am going to do is I'm just going to have to pew-pew gun it. But it doesn't do a lot of damage to pew-pew guns.
No, they don't.
They're cool, but they don't do a lot. Fuck. And there's no storms going about that I can take control of.
If only you preloaded this thing with a fireball. That would have been cool.
I didn't. Instead, I lit grease on fire. So I was just too angry to think. All right. I think I'm going to have to... Shit. He's sitting on a perch, isn't he?
When you do that storm, though, you can do that storm without a storm having to be there. You create your own storm. It just means you don't get the extra bonus of drawing another one in, because you get a bonus if there's another storm. So your spell already makes a storm and does stuff, but if there's another storm, it makes it more powerful.
Oh, I'm just going to start a storm.
What's your storm called again?
I'll tell you what it's called, okay?
Pass.
It
Control
is
lightning.
called
Very antagonistic tonight, just because
Control
you're all,
lightning.
going to die.
Core Lightning.
You can do that, yeah.
What does it do?
A lot.
A lot. The storm cloud is going to appear in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius. Centered at a point you can see within range directly above you. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear, but we are outside. We're
Yep,
okay. We're on
you're good.
mountains.
Yep.
Check.
Okay, when we cast a spell, I'm going to choose a point I can see under the cloud. Dragon, insert here. A bolt of lightning will flash down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. That'll be on Cory. Roll. A creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save.
It's a beautifully told story. What you've just the picture you painted for us.
Or half as much damage on a successful one.
All
So
right.
you're still going to take damage either way, but it'll be half.
Yep. What do you need to do to hit me? And when I say me, I'm not personally the dragon anymore. That was just the theme song. Now it's a real dragon. So I won't take it personally if you kill the dragon.
You have to roll a dex 13.
All right, now that you know this thing's dexterity's rubbish, suddenly it's all about the dexterity.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's called strategy. Look it up.
Shit, yes.
Not that we ever have it.
Well, it's working fine. So, yes, that does hit.
Okay, great.
How much damage do you do as these lightning bolts arc from the sky and hit every... How many... Is it like 3 different lightning bolts?
Yeah, 100% is.
Yeah, wing, head,
3d10.
wing. Yeah, wing, head, wing.
Wing, head, wing.
3d10? That's you.
3d10. Oh, no.
How'd you go with that?
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled 3d12.
What, and it still sucked?
Yeah, but I think I should roll a 3d10. All right, here we go. All right. Wing, head, wing. If I juggle them enough, it's going to do something. 8, 4, 2. 14 all up.
14 all up.
Yep.
Okay. It does look impressive.
I don't think we're killing this dragon, though, to be fair. Ever.
Again, it doesn't seem in pain.
Oh, do you get pretty crystals?
Do I get pretty crystals, yes or no?
Is that what you scream out to the dragon?
Yeah. I'm like, I want my pretty crystals. I want to see my dad and my mum and his other person. They're polyamorous, okay? Just show me all of them.
Well, Kaa'Riin, yes, some ice does fling towards you. In fact, a wall of ice, because this is a large explosion on the back of this beast from your lightning. It roars a little bit of anger more than pain, I must say.
Okay.
The roar slows and fades, and before you, the slithers and shards, smaller, twinkling fragments. They're spinning, but not falling again. And there's light dancing from piece to piece. And each of them, there's so many more, not just 3 like the others saw. 30 or 40 at least. And in each one of them, you see the faces of your people. And they spin like perfect fireworks, frozen and traps.
Crap.
You see your father
in
one of them, his tired frame, but still proud, a leader till the end. You see your husband, still young and strong, but fading.
And he's not with anyone else?
He's still by himself.
Okay.
I mean, some of the other pieces are flying close by. For some reason, the ice is making flirtatious maneuvers.
And my daughter?
And, well, let's see. But he's fading, your husband, as though he's being drawn from you. And as you reach up to touch his fragment of ice, another draws your eye. This one is your daughter.
It is.
And your finger rests upon her, and all the other pieces fall to the ground.
Oh, does she get to keep that one?
Can I have her? Can I keep her? If I put her in my pocket?
And it melts on your finger.
Oh, it's like almost like a little snowflake that touched my warm hand.
On your gauntlet.
Cool dragon.
I guess.
Unintended.
Why?
I'm not picking up on puns. If no one's going to do my Blizzard pun.
These don't feel like horrific reactions to me. Like we're hurting this dragon. It's like, and in response,
here are the things
here
that
are
you
your
love.
loved ones. I'm like, oh.
Hit it again.
Hit that motherfucker.
There were many souls who understood the pain of waiting to be released. There were those collected within the gates of Bellereth's afterlife. But for now, those doors were closed as Belloc and Belosh, the love and hate split from Bellereth, wandered Kaa'Riin. There were also those amassed for over 400 years behind the mighty door inside the heart, beneath the mountain, that was a god. Yet another god, Thassa, had slowed time as was her domain, but that hardly made it seem less constraining for those inside, although they had felt harshly the time between her loss and her return. But protected they were by the snail gods, a small army of assassins, and the children of the night. And then there were the new souls still arriving within the caves, still sacrificing, still giving of themselves, drawn in by the portals Dornus hid through the churches and temples and shrines of Kaa'Riin. They were not trapped behind the mighty door that Stucker had built upon Alasawe's core, and as such, they were the ones that kept the heart slowly beating. The heart of Namarath, mother of Dornus and god of earth and land. They were not enough to raise her, though. For now, those who died did so without knowing their hopes for resurrection or reincarnation were wasted. They came here, or they were lost forever to a place beyond this time and space. All this Dornus knew as Caradril's armies flew to the battlefield aboard ships of darkened souls, as an army of replicated golems shambled, almost soulless, to the same wasteland. Dornus stood alone, with Alasawe's diary in his hands. It held the secrets of that mighty door, its 13 locks, but it had kept those 400-year-old secrets well, so far. Dornus knocked at the wooden door of the one person in Kaa'Riin old enough to help him. He waited as a chair shuffled inside, as feet and cane sounded their way to the door, as old hinges rarely opened creaked like a spine on a cold morning. And then he smiled. "Hello, old friend," he whispered. "It's time you paid your price."
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
And then I responded.
All right. Morrigan, share that idea because I'm on board.
So we've been communicating via notes while you...
I know, podcast.
Yeah. But it's because we're being sneaky.
Yes.
We've determined that we all have Missy Step and we could all just go ride the dragon.
We want to ride the dragon.
We'll have to do it when your turn arrives, and Morrigan, your turn is first. Is that what you'd like to do?
Jump on, bitch. We're all going to get that dragon with you.
Oh, I want to Missy Step onto the dragon.
Okay. Morrigan, you disappear and reappear. I guess you celebrate the fact when you arrive on the neck of the dragon, like, woo, look at me, bitches. And what else would you like to do when you get there?
I
Pat it.
would like to pat the dragon and ask the dragon. I don't speak dragon. Do dragons speak a particular language?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it?
Oh, they do.
And you don't speak it. No,
And I don't speak it.
Do I speak it? Do I speak it?
Nope. So what would you like to say to the dragon that doesn't speak your language?
Hi. Please don't kill this woman and her children. They have love like the love that you've shown us. Don't kill them. and I put my hand on my heart and I put a hand on the dragon. No.
You do hear a voice.
Oh
Yes!
But you should note that you cannot see the dragon's mouth move because it's wrapped tightly.
We're
by
used to
tendrils.
telepathic
It's got
communication.
communication through tattoos. This dragon's got work done.
And the voice is vaguely familiar, but nothing you've really grasped onto. Something you have heard, but there seems to be something about it, so it doesn't sound exactly the same. It's hidden.
I really wasn't expecting this to eventuate into anything.
I wasn't expecting it to happen like this either. You were riding a dragon.
Can't wait for the art for that one.
It says, I can help you.
Oh.
I've been trying to hold it back. I've been helping you all along. I am your memories. All of them. I am a lassaway.
Shut up.
I can overcome this beast, but you must say the name of the dragon in its ancient tongue. To us, his name is Masuma. Trick him into revealing his name quickly.
What did you call him?
Masuma. Like Masuma curry.
That's our name. Not Masuman. Not the delicious curry.
I know, I was just trying to get Indy on that one.
We are so going to fight a curry dragon. The least killed dragon ever. We're like, no, just keep it alive.
Massaman forever?
Can you milk a curry dragon?
I think what we should do is once we're on the dragon, like, you know when someone just keeps saying your name incorrectly and so they're kind of forced to correct you? We just keep being like, this dragon Mussaman's pretty cool. And they just like keep calling it the incorrect name and hopefully it'll get frustrated like, it's a prcha. And we're like,
It would sound something along those
I
lines.
have a thing.
You have a thing?
Don't I have my fish that can speak any language?
Do you still have your fish that can speak any language?
God.
I have my fish that can speak any language.
I was kind of hoping that maybe you'd forgotten it.
I did. I did forget it.
How
Oh my god, you can date a dragon.
Yes. Kaa'Riin's gonna go the dragon
You haven't
slay.
fed it in a while. I should just make it that the fish is dead.
Is this a sentient creature?
No.
Yes, at least one. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna get my plenty of fish out.
Uh-huh.
How are you gonna get it to say its name?
Let's just worry about the translation first.
Okay. Are you gonna join me?
Oh shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Okay, scrap everything I said. It's not my turn.
Wait,
It's not my turn.
No, it is
But I've
actually
got a
your turn.
I've
yes.
got a plan for us.
Sorry, it was dragon after Morrigan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Morrigan just had it. No, you're right. It's not your turn. It is the dragon's turn first. So Morrigan, you're done?
Yeah, I'm just Can I
you
hold
sure?
on to something?
I think it's my turn.
What do you mean, can you hang on to something? No, you are after
Because
the
you have an
dragon.
idea you want to talk about?
That's unfortunate.
Can I hold on to anything?
With the dragon, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, I hold on.
Icy cold.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like when you lick a pole when it's snowing and stuff. You shouldn't do that, by the way, but if you do it because
Have
someone
you
said...
done that? I've never done that.
I've never.
Yeah, I've been skiing before, and what's the movie again? Dumb and Dumberer. No, that was
yeah.
actually from Dumb and Dumber.
That was the sequel.
I did do it and it
But
didn't
no,
work.
I didn't do it, but a person I was with did it, and yeah, they had to get the water and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never seen snow, so
Not that impressive. No. It's not beautiful or anything.
I'd like to hang on
It's not whimsical.
preemptively
You're just going to hang on in case it does something.
in case he starts doing spins or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because it's precisely what he does.
Yeah, cool.
Instantly tries to throw you to the ground. So it'll be a strength check.
Oh.
Easy. Totally fine.
Can you hold on?
You are the wrong person to be on that dragon.
I would give you advantage because you decided to hold on. I mean, I don't know what else you would be doing.
But the fact that I took the time to
But
say
you
I was
thought
holding
about
on.
it, so you tried to grip onto something or whatever.
Wait. Strength. Anyone want to guess what my strength modifier is?
It's 0.
We know.
It's worse.
It's minus one.
Oh, no.
Which I'm so glad you let me do a advantage, Cory.
How much did you get?
I got a 1 and then a 4.
I'll catch you!
I'm going to tell you, we're going to do a 1 and a 4 together and it still wouldn't have been enough. No, he's... Oh. And I rolled a 20.
I get thrown into another universe.
And killed.
It flings you down back onto the top of this tower, which is lucky, really. It could have flung off the side, and that would have been interesting. And then flies right down to you, lands above you, and places one claw against your skin. And starts to push. And push. And push. That will count as an attack. I don't think I'm going to miss with that since, but I will. I will roll to see if he does that.
Hey, I once missed when someone was directly there.
That's true.
It's possible.
On
that
your
was
person.
that was a 21 to hit.
And do you know how many sneak attacks that haven't worked? Not because of my fault.
Definitely
They're
not because
almost
of
entirely
Indy's
because of you.
fault at all, or her terrible strategy.
It's because you're wearing squeaky leather.
It's like a dolphin.
It's like someone going, hark, vinyl approaches. And you're like, it's leather for you. Oh, there she is.
That's how you trick someone.
Just want to stay within the world, Okay, so the damage on this first hit. Ooh, I need more dice.
This dragon's going to be so disappointed because when I get hurt, I don't give them visions.
Have you got like a spell, a shield?
That's 16 points of
I don't think you can
damage.
use it on me, I think.
16 points of damage.
I am, believe it or not down.
It's a good start.
It is good.
Aw.
I thought it was going to be more.
It is Kaa'Riin's turn.
I'm probably not going to get up on that dragon, hey?
You're not keen on the misty... Not now that it's holding someone down with a claw going and you're like, I'll try that thing. I'll jump up on its neck.
Way
Yeah,
to
I'm not
just
doing it.
abandon the plan.
I'm going to grab my plenty of fish out.
Douglas.
Douglas. I assume he was around my neck the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't feed him, he dies. But I mean...
He's still alive.
Good, yes. I assumed you were nice enough to feed a talking fish. But
Yeah.
for those who've forgotten,
I love Dougie.
Kaa'Riin got given Douglas the talking fish many episodes ago, and he hasn't really played much of a role, really.
No, but I've been sneaking him little scraps here and there. He's
Yeah.
actually quite fine.
Goldfish flakes,
Yep, goldfish flakes and whatever crumbs roll down my shirt.
occasional steak.
Yeah, he's actually...
Just a full steak.
I
with some-
domesticate it for him. Yes, I'm going to get him out and I'm like, Dougie, it's your time to shine, babe. This is your time to shine because there is a language none of us here speak. But Dougie, you speak this language because you speak all languages. In fact, you're a wholly remarkable fish.
Indeed.
Look at this dragon. I know you and I both want to know what he has to say.
Well, you need to give him a word that he can translate.
Do you know what this name means? Massima.
Yes, of course. It's a dragon. I can translate that right now if you want.
Yes, Dougie, thank you.
And even though he's a very little fish, the sound that comes from him is a combination of, complex guttural noises and consonants jammed together. And and please never ever actually ask me to say that again because I won't be able
As
to.
long as you're not asking us to say it
No.
based on that one.
Oh, he said it. Dougie said it.
Dougie says
So
it.
we don't have to say it.
No, you don't have to say it.
Thank God.
Love Doug.
Dougie is amazing. Dougie, you are getting a prime rib tonight.
And straight away, the dragon releases the claw from Morrigan's chest. And he carefully looks around at each of you. The dragon makes eye contact with everybody, except Loot. Completely ignores Loot. Just
Dougie,
like you
translate
have.
anything he's about to say.
And the
Lute's-
moment?
And the moment's still on board the ship, well down, as far down under, probably buried underneath the extra bits of wood you guys put up before, just hiding away.
Buried himself in the
and
snow.
completely regretting his decision to see the world. It's like, I'm going back to Gressip and I'm buying a single apartment and I'm locking myself down. And if a dragon could smile, that is exactly what this one will now be doing.
Eerily?
An icy, cold
Damn it.
smile. And then it speaks.
Hello, I'm Jake, and I play someone you have all quite possibly forgotten.
Oh, probably.
Shall I remind you?
Ooh, I've got goosebumps. Yeah, go. Thank you, Jake.
It doesn't cost you much. It doesn't cost you now.
Ah,
There is no
Mirror
need to
Man.
fuss. You
Who?
have my solemn vow.
Mirror Man.
Yes, I am indeed the man in the mirror.
Man in the mirror, sorry.
I know. I sound different. Decades of being two-dimensional have ravaged my vocal cords. But no longer. Here I am, free, as it were, from the endless binds of reflection for my crimes. No more mirrors for me.
That's the ice.
No more dimensional torture. No more restrictions. And all it took were your gifts. I do thank you.
What gifts?
Freya, do you remember the time? No. The gift I gave you? Do you recall?
I say my parents. Did they look for me or did they...
A memory. An emotion. A person? I'll take them from you now. How kind of you to help me restore what was removed. Can you feel it? Leaving you. A bond so strong. A deep loss. Little boss. Morrigan, the Queen of Halves. I showed you your birth and you mocked that gift.
That wasn't worth it.
How precocious, child. How dare you? Did you want to start something with an interdimensional murderer such as myself? Don't worry. I found something to take from you as well. But it is good news, too. Something you were after. A father. Kaa'Riin. So confident were you that you could not be touched, not be affected by my wiles.
Still confident.
No pain, no loss.
We'll just smash the mirror. Just gonna start smashing the mirrors. Well, I grab my axe, I step forward, and I'm like, shall we, ladies?
Oh, the way you made me feel. But I needed something, and you had it. Connected
Not Mr.
to you
Pickles.
by such a thin thread, a hereditary line.
Daughter.
And now, the girl is mine. None of you could stop until you'd got enough. And upon these souls, I dine.
This isn't very good.
And it just lifts up and starts to fly away.
Sorry.
Yeah, what?
So
he's killed them.
Not yet.
He's on
Is
his
that-
way to take them. Fuck, stop giving us frickin' things to do. We have so many
I
things
can't
to do.
Stop you doing things.
Hang on. Oh,
You can stop writing things in like this.
You freed it.
It's flying
You
away now.
told us to. Alana told us to.
You believed that.
Oh, we got conned.
Yeah.
Oops.
Fuck. Oh, we actually got jammed then.
We were hoodwinked.
Hey, you know what though?
we were hoodwinked.
Episode 30, Hoodwinked.
Oh, is that the end of the episode?
Surprisingly, no.
Did we save a mother and children?
Well, you haven't yet. But
All right, so the dragon's gone.
The dragon's gone, and where it's gone should be reasonably obvious.
I hold up Douglas, I look at him like, thanks for fucking nothing.
He looks at you like,
Oh,
How was I
man.
supposed to know? I was asleep. Can sleep through anything.
Shit.
dear listeners, you should see their faces.
Okay, look, the important thing is right now is we can only do what we can do in the space that we have and the environment that we have, and we need to go and save or get the family.
Yeah. Okay.
And bring them back to him. So
And
that's
you know
all we
what?
can do. Then we can go get an army and then we can maybe sort something out from there.
I don't remember my father, so I need the memories back before I'm attached to that
I was
loss.
about to say, are you cutting him off straight away?
No, I just need to remember him before I can feel any emotional
You're
attachment
like,
to that.
meh, not a big loss.
One task at a time. And
The
a
Sword of
task
Deception
is...
saw your parents. The Sword of Deception has seen your parents.
Yeah, but I haven't.
No, but I mean, the Sword of Deception and Freya, of course, by connection, has been near them.
I've heard my mother's voice,
Yeah.
and I held her soul in my hand. But that's it.
Which one's he going to kill first?
Whoever he finds first. He gets stronger with each one.
I mean, is it a good thing that it's going to go smash open the vault of souls with your people?
We freed
not.
it. Oh my god. Fuck. What a fuck up. I thought, oh fuck. Why hasn't she whispered us clues before? And then that thought didn't go any further.
No, I was like, oh,
We're
there she is.
tired.
But it did have access to your memories, so it was able to recall Alasaway and know how important Alasaway is to you.
Oh my god, it's so cunning.
Well, I mean,
Dragons.
interdimensional murderer.
No idea. This thing is brutal.
Why does the interdimensional murderer get a dragon body?
You gave it one. It was inside mirrors, reflections.
Ooh.
And just to make you feel even, worse about that, do you remember a perception roll you made in previous episode when you were looking into a pool of reflections?
Yeah.
That's what you would have seen if it had been higher roll. You could have trapped him inside a pool of liquid.
But we didn't.
But instead,
We trapped him in a dragon.
No use dwelling on the past.
No. Well, there we go. That's lesson learned. Let's move on.
You know what? Actually, what I've learned from this is there are other dimensions. Maybe we can find another one to live in.
Let's go live in another one.
Yeah, let's go start again.
Starting again. That's what Belloc saw when the dragon struck, when the other god spoke. In the same spinning shards that Freya watched, Belloc saw other gods, not ones from this universe. These were from the other side. They were difficult to understand. Their gripes of existence seemed louder than that which Belloc had claimed. In their reflections, the loss of one love seemed suddenly insignificant, at least for a moment. Being made so swiftly aware of so much is more disturbing. To have one's entirety challenged, it can break minds. Belloc saw a link at the boundary of this universe where 2 points in time and space dared to cross. The being in the first shard had a fierce stare as though it were peering back. It barely moved, but the intent in its expression was clear. Destruction and utter calamity. Somehow the second shard had maintained the moment's magnitude. Another being, but these eyes were dull, hollow cavities. A wave of immense emptiness. The last shard shattered before Belloc could make any examination. But that does not mean a message was not sent. Where the sound of fractured and splintered ice should have been heard, there was naught but silence. Endless, timeless silence. It was Belloc's sense of self that helped push the shards aside. Both love and hate worked together, strangely perhaps. But it was enough. This time.
We off? 30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
You're now standing on top of the tower. The wind is blowing this ice and snow coming in at incredible angles and cooling your face in ways that you can't quite imagine because it's so damn cold. Really, I'm just trying to draw your attention away from the fact that some sort of incredibly powerful beast is now also controlling a dragon. Mm-hmm. And that you caused that. But what else would you like to do?
And that all your other ones in debt is all your fault.
And it's hunting down your families and important people.
For the second time in this show, I would like to curl up in the fetal position and have an existential crisis.
That's not too bad after, nearly 30 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good average.
Why am I like this? I should not trust anyone ever again. I'm just rocking back.
Honestly, I'm leaving it to you. You are in charge of what happens next.
Okay, look, what's done is done.
We'll go get the kids.
So we released a dragon that's going to kill the people we love the most.
Demigod
Not much we
dragon.
can do about that now. But we're here for a mission.
Yeah.
Stay focused. Eyes on the prize. Morrigan, get the fuck up.
I was expecting you to like slap me.
I'm gonna slap you once you get up, just for a bit. All right, are you up? Are you with me?
I slowly stand up, and I like take a deep breath.
And on her exhale, I backhand her. Get it together.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Women and children.
Women and children.
And children.
Women and children. We're gonna go get the family.
Let's get the family.
Let's get the family.
Your luck didn't take us far. Do you wanna head home to your husband now?
Are we going back? Are we gonna have another short rest then? Recharge.
It's been a big day.
All right.
We caused some sort of issue.
Knock, knock, knock.
The ice melts away from the same indent you were trying to smash open before, and out walks Laron and her 2 kids. And
Two.
yeah, both
Told you
kids
everything
are
was fine.
Yeah, she stands before you, and she has no idea who you are. She looks at all of you and, who are you?
We are the heroes you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
And don't
But the
need.
heroes that you deserve, I think.
We are here to get you and take you home to
Crujian.
Crujian. That was very convincing, wasn't it?
Yeah, she sort of looks at all, as each of you say Crujian differently, as if that's all that really matters.
And
she
we
looks.
brought you some presents.
First things first,
For
do
the
you want to go
kids.
back there?
Are you in danger?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed the dragon, so yes.
Yeah, but how do you feel about Crujian?
Well,
Say no more. That says a lot.
and she just stops. She says,
Say more.
well, he's my husband.
Yeah, but...
So it's a love-hate thing. So
And
of
there it
course-
is.
We couldn't help but notice that you guys live on completely opposite ends of the world.
Yes.
He sent us to save you, but we're unsure if we should take you back there or take you further away. Where would you feel safer?
Well, I'm not exactly sure why that thing was coming here for us in the first place, but it left. Unfortunately, the damage that's done to this tower is quite significant. It'll take time to repair. It will repair itself, though, but we can't stay here while that's happening. We'll need to be somewhere else. She sighs and she says, all right, kids, we're going home. I think it's time your father got over himself.
Oh.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
And
We pour her some tea.
Like, say space, girlfriend. Tell us
Yeah.
everything.
We get an 8-hour trip home.
First, you tell me everything. Why did it leave?
Well,
The dragon, because we accidentally
We're
let it go.
terrifying.
She smiles. I saw the fight. Especially the part where you were lying down with the claw going through you.
what about the part where she rode the dragon? That was sick.
Hang on. So
That was impressive.
the dragon
For the
was
2 seconds it was occurring, yes.
trapped there. So, no.
No, the dragon. Okay, so what has happened is, think of the dragon as a vessel.
Yeah.
And we have now put the evil mirror man inside that vessel, and he now has control of the vessel.
Oh,
And
so
she looks
someone
at
hadn't
you.
like
She looks
cursed
at
it
you and
there.
she says you did what?
Oh my God. Well, Douglas did it, if I'm being honest.
The fish goes, fuck you.
Pardon his French. He speaks all languages.
Murd.
Yeah, we kind of fucked up.
It would appear so.
Well, it's gone. What are you worried about? It's killing our loved ones, not yours.
She looks around and she's holding the kids' hands. They're poking their heads out from behind her. And she says, did you fly here on that?
Yeah.
And points to the balloon.
What have you got?
Would you rather walk?
She goes, no, it looks lovely, but we do have a long way to go and a short time to get there. But no, she gets the kids on board. She goes, come on, let's get moving. I'll answer your questions along the way, I guess. Salo, Tapello, let's go. And the kids don't move. She goes, ugh, Destroyer of Worlds and Doombringer, let's go.
Yes.
And the kids get on board. And she looks back at you because she's on board and you're not. But what you do see is Lute pops his head around from inside the the cabin where he's been with Mole Man, and Lute sees 2 other kids. I mean, Lute's a bit of an older kid, but still hasn't seen kids to play with for a
Luke,
while.
tell them what you did to their presents.
Meet Destroyer of Worlds and
and he just says to the kids, I think there's some stuff here for you, and he leads them downstairs. And you can hear them downstairs. They're suddenly very joyous and excited, and they're calling out, Mom, Dad said presents, Dad said presents.
And you followed a stranger into the dark.
Dumb kids. Stupid
And
dumb
you
kids.
hear them yelling out their address and giving their phone number to a stranger over the internet.
That's how I know kids are so dumb.
She turned around and go, your kids are kind of stupid. No, she's also getting on board with them, so they weren't too worried.
Yeah.
You're not. You haven't got on board yet. You're sitting
I
around.
walk on board, and I, in response to her saying that, like, oh, this is going to take so long, I tell her, don't worry, I've got something up my sleeve, and from out of my sleeve, I pull out the envelope. Get on board, girls.
With a nice flourish.
Oh, yeah. I love that. I'm going to get on board, but in the way that you grab your hand and then you throw the rest of you over.
Yeah.
Do you mean when cool guys get into a convertible in TV?
Oh, yeah.
That's how I'm getting into this thing. I'm like, woo, let's go.
Completely over the fact that you've just released this, creature into the world.
I was over that about...
That was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was over that about 20 minutes ago when it happened. I was like, well...
You can hear
what are you gonna do?
screaming and destruction occurring in the distance.
Don't worry about it. Let's
Probably
go.
not us. Not us.
Not our dimension. Who gives a shit?
Morrigan, give me a dexterity check.
I'm getting on.
Okay, cool. Dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Just want to see if you managed to hold on to that letter.
Hold on tight, bitch.
What was I supposed to do with it?
Hopefully not let go of it.
Oh, God. Would it have to be her? Can I have the letter? I'll hold the letter.
Cruzian gave it to her.
Oh, but she's such a bad roller.
She has rolled terribly tonight. This thing's going
Can
flying.
you at least use my dice, please? It doesn't matter. My dice rolls bomb.
15?
You do not let go of the letter.
Yay!
Oh, thank God.
This could have been a long trip
Thank you.
home.
No, thank you.
Okay, so you do get on board and you take the letter, I assume, downstairs like the presents were.
Yeah.
Now that the kids have opened the presents are no longer trying to get to the kids. It's already found them, so that's good. And when you get down there, you see 2 kids already, having so much fun, and one of them is currently a octopus balloon animal and floating around, and the other one's dancing around behind them, very excited with fireworks coming out of his fingers.
Cute.
But they're having a great time, and Lute's enjoying their company. And the ship turns and starts to pull away from the ice tower and accelerates faster and faster. What would you like to do?
Question
Talk
her.
to the kids. Oh, I want to talk to the kids. I definitely don't want to talk to the
play
kids.
with the kids.
I want to talk to
Bob? Are you interrogating her?
Question her. Yeah.
We pour a nice cup of tea and we're like, so tell us everything.
In the background, one of the kids is now doing actual karaoke, like with full skills. He's just belting out a song. And
Is it a long way to go in a short time to get there?
It is, and doing it just beautifully. Everything's perfect. What would you like to know? She's very calm.
Yeah.
At this stage, she's sitting down
What's
at
her
one of
name
the
again?
tables. Lauren.
So, Lauren, why were you and your husband separated? Is it from your choice or his? Or an external factor?
It's all 3.
You said time for your father to get over himself. What did you mean by that?
Well, Cruz and I have been together forever. Centuries.
Centuries.
Cruz.
You don't look a day over 25.
She says he was always so kind and just trying to do the right thing for everybody. When the Justicars couldn't get along and it looked like war was brewing, Cruz and this other wizard, at least he thought he was a wizard, decided to build this army, this automaton army.
As you do.
Because, then you could use this thing without losing any lives, and then none of the armies would fight, right? The other guy, his name was Dornus.
Oh.
And he said that he knew how to power them. Something to do with splitting souls, something along those lines.
Oh.
But Cruz was working on a gauntlet to make sure that they were always under his control. Anyway, Dornus had other plans, and that army caused deaths of thousands. Eventually, the Justicars came together and defeated my husband's army. I know he didn't mean it to be like that, but that's what occurred. So he decided to build something to stop that from ever happening again. He built all those watchtowers around Kaa'Riin. There used to be one just near here, but I destroyed it.
Yeah, I remember.
They were all joined together like they were powered by the way they were connected. And they worked that they would stop any creature without a complete soul from entering the land.
Ah.
It worked for a while, but the souls Well, he used the souls of those lost in the battle to power them, the ones that were trapped. He thought he was saving those souls from the horrors of an afterlife, but I don't see it that way. He didn't ask them. He just assumed that they were no longer capable of making decisions. We argued about it, and he actually agreed he was wrong. But I never could look at him the same way again.
Because it gives you the ick now.
I know he meant to do the right thing, but he didn't. She looks down at her tea and swirls it.
It's real descriptive.
She's like, it's really weird that you're all writing all this down. Most people just listen.
And how do you feel about that?
She lies down on the couch and says, well, doctor, I've had time to deal with it.
So you've been the one destroying the lighthouses.
Well, I destroyed the one near me. I got wind that the towers were coming down, and I knew they were evil. I knew that they were the wrong thing.
Well, how do you think we can stop them? Stop the armies from invading.
We need the gauntlet.
I wasn't so worried about armies. I don't know anything about armies, but I just know that those towers were wrong.
You were worried about the trap souls.
Yeah.
So Kaa'Riin had no idea about the evil that he was actually doing?
No.
It wasn't
was
his
Dornus.
intent.
Dornus took that army and,
Why? What does Dornus actually want? Just complete domination?
His mother back.
he just wants the death of all the souls, but he didn't get them all. Didn't get enough.
He wants to raise his mother mountain.
Yeah, that's right.
The main story, she says. You know, the main storyline.
So
the big
many
plot.
main stories.
The big plot that,
It all connects.
that all connect, they do. That's the hard part. They do. Yeah, she's drinking that tea. She thinks it's a little bit hot, and she does. She puts her finger in the tea and cools it down a little bit.
Ew, you stuck your finger in there?
I know.
Girl,
She goes, I saw it in a movie once.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Just a bit of a D&D movie reference. But she takes a long, deep sip from the cooled down tea. Smiles because the kids are playing.
Oh.
They haven't been happy for a while, I think. They're pretty good kids, though.
How old are the kids?
Oh, time doesn't mean as much to people like me.
But see, that fascinates me because
like
how
30,
how
40?
old do they? How long do they stay
Yeah, like if you're
looking like a
centuries.
kid? Do they mature at a slower rate, or do they mature at a human rate? But
Yeah, it's complicated, but there are a few of us who no longer age. Cruz is one of them. I'm the other. And the kids will age for a while, and then one day they'll go through the rituals.
the change.
The
Change, as we call
menopause.
it.
They're going through menopause.
They might.
Or puberty. I mean, no, but after puberty, they'll go through the ritual.
So how did your beautiful kids come up with their names?
Oh, just reading books. You know how kids are. You've not read the Doombringer series?
No.
Very good.
Did you guys bring copies with you?
No, we left everything behind. It was a rush when we left. It's horrible.
I'm so sorry.
Please don't let the kids hear what you just said. Shush.
How long
She
have
hushes
you
you.
been, how long have you been away from your husband?
Decades.
You haven't seen him.
Ugh. I know where he is.
What's decades and centuries anyway?
To us, not much.
To you, not much either, hey?
I'm like, I hear you, girlfriend. Yeah, okay. So what are you going to say when you see him?
That's difficult. I'm not sure. It should take some time. I'm not sure if I've forgiven him.
He loves you very much. He sent us here to get you.
That doesn't change things.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time doesn't mean as much to us.
I know. Marriage is tough though, you know. There's ups, there's downs, there's plateaus. And you can choose to have an up.
Well, we'll see.
Aren't you ready for an up again?
We'll see.
Aren't the kids ready for an up?
She pushes away from the table and goes up on the deck.
No, not that kind of up. I mean, not physically up. Emotionally up.
I just needed some air. It's beautiful out here. Have you seen it?
All right, we're coming.
On the way through, we did.
Is this another trap?
There are always traps. I think she just wanted some space for a second, but...
She's been trapped with 2 kids for...
Sorry, who went? What did you...
I said we're coming. I assume we're just going to
Oh,
follow
all
her
of
out
you?
there and just stand silently next to her and admire the view.
It is beautiful. That's what I'm saying. It's at the dusk. You know, it's a long, drawn-out sort of dusk now. Because of the height that you're at, the sunlight filters through the forest below and creates really long shadows, and does exactly the same for Indy Flanora. It's now been a little bit of time, but as you're passing by Indy Flanora, And she's looking at it and smiling because, of course, she sees what she wants to see. Where are you all looking? Where are you?
She's looking.
Oh, you're all looking. Well,
Yeah.
everyone tell me where you are on the ship.
I was just watching the kids.
Oh, you stayed downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm missing my daughter, so I'm just...
I'm next to her against the railing, just looking where she's looking.
Ditto.
Freya Belloc ditto.
Yeah.
Should we roll perception?
Kaa'Riin, you might need to.
Okay.
What do you get?
13 plus 2, 15.
You look around and you notice that Freya is gone.
Freya's gone.
She was standing right next to you. She was.
I say, shit. Freya, where'd you go? Freya! Shit! Freya!
And with Freya now missing, that is where we end part 1.
Isn't this the third time that we've ended an episode with her gone?
I can't think of any new ideas. There's no new episodes of Buffy to steal
One day we're just
from.
going to be like, fuck it, let it go.
This might be the day.
She's done it.
All
Third
right.
time's a charm.
Sail on, everybody.
It's the end of part 1. It was getting a bit too long. There is no other reason, but at least you get a song. So stay there and wait now, part 2 will be right along. No complaining, you whinger, at least you got a song. I mean the height of some people. At least you got a song. It even rhymes.